ho ho! What's up, guys? What's going on? How you been? So as you already know, it's a weekly roundup. Um, we are going to be doing the poll questions for the One Punch Man podcast. I know that we weren't able to do it at the end. We had to rush some things. Some guys had to leave early. So with that being the case, we moved it to this portion here. I kind of want to add a lot more things to this stream. Like we're gonna be doing like weekly stocks for characters. Um, I want to do actual discussions on different things that have happened in the community and shit. But we'll expand upon those once we get the time. But the poll questions is something that I did want to add. So it's gonna be interesting to test it for this stream to see how you guys feel about it. But regardless of that, we're also gonna talk about the Joker movie. I was gonna talk about Solo Leveling. Talk about One Piece. If Mother and the boys can come through. Probably touch on Seven Deadly Sins. One Punch Man. We can get into the deep One Punch Man discussion or some whatever y'all niggas say, quick verses or whatever, since the chapter's been discussed already in the podcast. That's usually what holds me back. Like if whenever I haven't done a podcast yet, and we end up doing a roundup, it's like I don't want to like ruin the content for the podcast or talk about the stuff that we're already going to talk about there. So it makes that difficult. But so yeah, this is the Minecraft. This is the server we were talking about making. It's made. It's pretty cool. I'm trying to learn the computer controls, bro. This shit's hard as fuck, dog. But it's pretty fucking badass. Besides that, I played myself like only like 20 minutes. I've been busy doing other shit. We were working on the Monsters Anomaly video series. Like I said, we were gonna postpone some of the adult actor stream and the tier list stream and shit like that. A week or two, so that we could do more Monsters Anomalies. We got to do. I plan on doing 2 to 3 more. Before we slow back down again to doing it like once every 2 weeks. I just don't know which ones exactly. I know the next one that we're doing, and that should be out probably tomorrow. But in terms of like the other two, I can put it out to a poll vote for you guys. It's whatever works best. Shit, bro, how do you go fast here, dog? Shit, bro, I wish there was niggas here that could help. Alright, so like I was saying, what the fuck was I saying? Alright, but yeah, let's start talking about some of the shit we're talking about. Before we do that, let me send some of these niggas. Oh shit, nigga, is that a volcano in the sky, man? What the fuck? Hold up. Bro, how do I go fast, dog? That shit look kind of badass, low key, bro. Nigga, I low key want to build a house right next to this lava, bro. This shit looking raw, that ass. Hell yeah. Minecraft mode. And then one of these shits that's fucking in the sky and shit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. The problem is that I don't want it to be isolated from the rest of the fucking. Because the goal with Minecraft is that we're gonna have a creative world for about like 2 weeks, right? And it's to like fuck around, get people to like know the server that we have on and shit like that, advertise it, let niggas know shit, get time to actually like get people in there, build a little bit of friendship while we're fucking around in the creative section, and then we're gonna take one night together, and then start survival mode, all as a group and shit. I think 10 right now is the limit for the server. with the website that I'm using to make the server. But I know that we can both pay for more, and there may be different ways to get more people in without having to pay. Um, regards to the case for that, I don't anticipate there being more than 10 players immediately, but it'll be fun to see what we actually get started with this shit, bro. Because this is like, bro, this shit's so fucking badass, dog. I've always wanted to do something like this. It just wasn't possible at the time when Minecraft was like first coming out, or whenever I was playing it back like 5, 6, 7 years ago. But now you do have this capability. The only thing that's holding me back is like that I'm not a computer gamer. I'm a console gamer. So the controls and little intricacies of like fucking PC gaming is like super unfamiliar to me. Like super unfamiliar. That's like really what's holding me back from like playing this on my own a lot more so. Cause like I'm not comfortable with the controls, but we gotta get past. See, this is new, bro. What the fuck? That's badass, dog. I never fucking seen Bamboo in the console version. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But yeah, that's what's holding me back. But you gotta do it in order to get past that. So hopefully, with some more niggas out here and getting shit done, I'll be able to get past that issue. Let me real quick send these invites to niggas so my that the boys can come through. Hold up. What's going on, bro? Yo, why is the screen like that? That shit look weird. Don't it? Yeah, didn't know the screen was like that. My bad, guys. That's tripping. Yeah, that's on me. Alright. Here we go. Cool. Alright, and then let's get ready to send invites. Who else? This is better right now. Everybody else said he was about it. Alright. Like I said, in a moment we'll start to put the poll questions for the One Punch Man podcast. But for now, we're talking about everything else, the Joker movie and shit, miscellaneous shit, and then we'll hop into that. Because obviously I can't like be playing while I'm reading this shit, so I'll be able to switch my focus. But yeah, so let's talk about Joker then. All right. Damn, I want niggas to leave because they will get spoiled and shit. Alright, so for the first few minutes, I'm gonna talk about Joker in a non-spoiler sense, and then I'm gonna get into spoiler shit after, so that niggas know it. So niggas know. So went to go see Joker on the day of its release, at my local theater, and it was like I was expecting it to be packed, and it. That's like one thing that I'll mention about the experience, because like I was thinking about recording the entire experience and my thoughts throughout it, but like I didn't get down to it. But for Avengers, right? And I was watching a video of that was elaborating on this idea as well. That like it seems like nowadays, or at least for our generation, the past decade at least, going to the movies isn't like a pastime like it used to be. It's more of an event. And these movie studios and these movie releases are like working and being set up as if that's the case as well. So like I'm kind of like when I got in there in the theater at first, there really wasn't that many people. Like there wasn't a line, and when I got in there, like not even half the theater was filled. Now I went early as fuck, like early as fuck. I think it was like fucking. I want to say 11. It was either 11 or 1 on the day it came out. And I know like usually like the day before it comes out or officially whatever like like they'll do like a midnight release. And I'm not sure if they did that for Joker. I'm not positive whatsoever. So it was weird to see that like there weren't that many people there for a movie that's like not only like so controversial in terms of like how people are discussing it, but just the fact that it's in the eye of the public, like in such a huge manner. It's beneficial first of all for the creators of the movie, like to have this publicity, negative or not, and how it's being addressed or referred to, or whatever. Regardless of its negative viewpoint that like the media is trying to like portray, it's not true. So that that narrative that isn't like that isn't solid or like it there that narrative can't work because of all the facts that are like in public view, and that a lot of these news sources, especially on YouTube or whatever, are actually pointing to those things out. You may go on your actual local news channel, whatever channel 5 TV or whatever, and you may not hear about the actual ratings about or what actual other well actually people around the community or large critic groups or whatever are actually saying about it. It's just like the mainstream news sources controlling the narrative as to what's being talked about. So I could see as to why people would only see it in one negative viewpoint as to what's going on with the movie, but like from a business standpoint, I could see this being really, really, really beneficial for the company, especially for the movie. I've heard that it broke like records already in like its first 2 3 days for releases in October on those days. So it's already doing great. Because we already know how like those DC movies be with that bullshit, bro. Like them shit's been super doo doo booty buns trash, dog. And I really don't even know exactly why, because they're not like I personally I liked what you call it the Superman one, Man of Steel. I fucked with Man of Steel, Loki. It was the fight anime. It was good, Suzuki. I don't know if you can hear me or reading right now.
Oh shit. What's up?
It was good. You can hear me, bro.
Yeah. It's kind of low, but I can hear.
All right, facts, facts, facts. All right, bet. Um, have you seen the Joker movie already?
Nope.
All right, bet.
Waiting to bootleg it.
Facts, facts. I'm not talking about the actual movie. I'm talking about like the stuff going on around the movie.
Oh, oh. Well, yeah, I know. Like, it's kind of funny that people keep talking about um how does some movies affect the people or like has the potential to affect people, but it's kind of like the media is pushing that more so than the movie, really. Like that's the weird thing about it because it's like the movie is just a movie. Like people need to understand. It's some crazy people who will take entertainment in anything or like any piece of entertainment, like they'll act on that, but they act like this movie is like designed to make you like a serial killer or something. Like they were like like having cops posted up in some of the theaters and whatnot, and I think having precautions like that is only going to make things worse.
Yeah, it's funny because like I be watching this dude on YouTube called Philip Franco, and like they be talking about like all the mass shootings or whatever. They cover it. They cover all kinds of like cultural shit. I talk about it from like a quote unquote unbiased standpoint, or as unbiased as possible. And like motherfuckers is always talking about how whenever it comes to like the mass shootings or the situations like that, the best thing to do is to like not give it attention because that's what those people
Uh
are
huh.
seeking and shit. They're seeking attention. So
Yeah.
I was listening to some interviews from the main actor from the movie or whatever, because there was a big controversy that some reporter came up to him out of nowhere and asked him like, "Are you okay with like the school shootings and how this movie represents school shootings and shit like that?" And like the nigga was like bitch, this movie ain't about that, and that turned into a big thing. And then he goes on an interview, like an official interview about the movie at the end, and he mentions that like he doesn't want to talk about that for that reason. And he tells like the interviewer that like he'll talk to him after the interview and everything and like in depth and he can know how he feels. So he says that like for a fact, talking about that is more dangerous than like some fucking movie or whatever that's like not based on that whatsoever. So it's
Yeah.
I wanted to bring it up because it's interesting that like at least in the movie standpoint and I guess in just like media releases, Dave Chappelle. I don't know if you know who he is.
Of
Um,
course.
facts. He recently did like some stand up specials and shit. Dropped him, you know, he's fire as fuck. He's a legendary comic. So the majority of the shit that a nigga does is gonna be godly. So he goes out there and does some as usual godly shit as you would expect. Same quality as it has before, as it's always been, same exact quality. Um, but then the ratings and the people that are like, you know, the critics that are going out there and shit, and even some of the websites that like present the critics' opinions, they're out there biased and shit, giving it horrible ratings. And then the site that like I guess it's the everybody looks at the tomato shit, IMDb or whatever, Rotten Tomatoes or whatever. Um,
Yeah.
the audience scores are completely different than what the critics are saying. Like a completely lopsided opinion, and it's not the first time it's happened. It's been happening like quite a few times within the past like 5 years. I'll say majorly as of recent, but the split between like what like big ass companies, corporations, the media, or like certain like groups, protected groups or whatever, the narrative that they're trying to push is like contradicting to the public's opinions and views and shit. And it's like it's not a matter of like, you know, for example, like slavery's wrong and society doesn't want to get rid of slavery, so like, you know, they're wrong for not wanting to change. It's like people or society has been changing and shit. The Me Too movement was like only possible because niggas were able to see that like, oh, this is wrong. Like this is actually an issue and shit. Like all these people were coming out like showing up the problems or whatever and addressing it. And you know, niggas did shit about it. Addressing the problem does shit about it. But
Mm.
at the same time, that's not everything is the exact same scenario. Like fucking niggas saying like faggot or something like that is not gonna be the same cause, or that cause is not gonna have the same drive as like the whole rape thing with women or some shit like that. It's I guess what I'm trying to say is that like one group can't change everybody to look or feel or think like them because that's not freedom. And that's not what America is. Like it's built on the different. The unique came together and make a melting pot. So like to have one group's ideals trying to tell you and correct you like this is that and that is this and it's gonna be that whatever because it's correct or we're offended by it, like there has to be a limit or a control point. And like I think the this instance with the Joker movie is like an example of like that issue coming out where like niggas are trying to push a narrative and like most niggas are most sensible niggas aren't going with it. Like they're just not like just not going with this shit. So I'm curious to see how like the world or at least the world around us develops in like the next few years with that and shit. Because the Me Too movement's dying down a little bit, or like it looks like they most of the niggas that was like doing that fucked up shit, whatever, are like caught or like fucking regulations and standards have changed in the workplace wherever that shit was rampant to like make that not possible anymore. So like shit's improving or whatever, but it's people are still getting the trouble for doing those stupid shit. Like I don't know if you remember that one nigga from the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, the director.
Yeah, James Gunn.
Yeah, yeah. That nigga for saying faggot or for whatever it was that he said. He lost his job recently because of that, and he got it back. Um, for whatever reason, I forgot it is. I guess it was a justice done right, but just the fact that like some shit like that could still possibly happen to niggas, and it's like it's not implausible for a nigga to say some shit and then that shit get brought up and then he'll lose a gig or some shit like that or a deal for a bunch of money. It's probably not even implausible for a nigga, a random like normal nigga like us, to like fucking say some shit about like not liking faggots or whatever, or excuse me, not liking like like not liking homosexual people or whatever, calling them faggots and shit, or some race, not even race shit, because I could understand race shit, but like you go out there on your Facebook, you make a post about how like some gay dude made you mad or whatever, and then because you're mad, you call him a faggot, and then your boss that was snooping and shit sees it, and then you lose your job or whatever.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah, like I my opinion on all that is I understand me. I try to respect minorities because like you're always like the thing is everybody is probably going to fit in a minority some way somehow. You know, like we are black people in America, so we're in minority in that aspect. Like even a white person, they may be in a certain community and they may be in a minority that way. So it's you're always going to have like you're going to be sensitive to different things depending on what you align with politically, racially, whatever sexual orientation, doesn't matter. So when it comes to individuals, I always try to I do try to cater to them because even if I don't necessarily agree with it, because there are some things where you may not find it offensive, but other people do. Like for example, like I say the word "bitch." I have like two people who don't like when I say that because they think I'm calling them a bitch. But I'm like, no, that's just like how I talk from being from Florida. But I just drop it when I say it to them because you know it's kind of just a respect thing for me. Even I don't agree with it, but I'm like individually, it's just that's what I do. But I understand the whole thing when it's in a broad sense because you can't talk and walk on eggshells and you don't want to say this word because it may offend this group. You just gotta roll with it. You gotta try to stay in this respectful umbrella. But I understand what you're saying. I agree with most of what you're saying. Like you can't have like one minority just dictate everything that you say because it's then that gives the license for everybody to do it. Like you said, like with race thing, that's like bigger because that goes all the way back to like slavery times. Like you understand why certain words may offend us, you know, but I don't know. It's some minorities that dictate what we try to say or how we move, and we get canceled for certain things, and it doesn't work because some people are not trying to be offensive. Some people just that's how they talk. But like I said, I try to still cater to people because I never know what is going to offend people. But at the same time, I kind of understand it because at some point you're going to be like, yo, fuck it, like I can't I can't just I can't just not talk and worry about what somebody's going to say about me because it's not going to work. You're bound to offend somebody
yeah,
by saying something. So that's just how it works.
it's just like I don't know, though, bro. Because one of the things that like was really like, how do I put this? 'Cause, yeah, I was supposed to be doing the movie review, but it looks like one or two niggas have mentioned spoilers. They haven't seen it along with you, so I'll probably just stay away from that. But in my experience, I was mentioning like when I came through to see the movie that like there wasn't a lot of niggas there. It was because I went super early as fuck on my first day. It was like 11 o'clock in the morning, but like um, I was expecting like a lot of people there, a lot of people
Mm.
there, and it's just the way that like the media can control like them niggas have like a lot of power, but like it's not even like because you would think like a corporation like that owns some shit, you know, right? Like Google for example, right, or something like that. Like them niggas are billionaires, like multi like hundreds of billions of dollars, like they could fucking get like a whole company assassinated if they really wanted to type shit, or whatever you need to,
Mm.
you know, sensibly whatever would work. But like even them niggas gotta fucking tiptoe around the media and shit. Like it's like the ability to spread news and to communicate with the niggas and tell niggas what is or what isn't credibility or whatever. Like being credible as a news source. That shit's powerful as fuck, bro.
Yeah. Like the thing is, the where power lies is with the people because we put we put value in everything, like even money. Like that's why the same our money isn't worth the same everywhere else because we put value in everything. So our opinions, our bias, and all of that that dictates how other companies move because it's powerful. If if we all band together and we said like we don't like something, anything, we could say like we don't like the word red, and if a whole shit ton of people decided they didn't like that, a company's not going to use that word anymore because that's what they have to do.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
just how things move.
but that's like it's twisted though, cause like, all right, let's say that you own like the biggest news source, right? Sasuke News, right? Well, most niggas go to your
Mm-hmm.
shit, and like, um, Zonine's out there fucking selling, um, cups, and he's got the best cups in the world, right? So he's really out there
Yep.
selling all over the world and shit, making billions and billions and shit. And then fucking, I'm selling lids to cups and shit, and we both fuck with you or whatever. Just what happened to be the case. But then I don't like the way that Zonine has been making or Zonine changed the size of his cups. So now I gotta spend a lot more money to make lids for him to make money and shit, and I gotta throw away a bunch of lids that I can't use. So I'm gonna lose a lot of money. So I kind of want like, or me and Zonine started talking about it, negotiating. It's not gonna work. He said, "Fuck my lids." He's getting his cup money, right? so
Yeah.
so now I'm coming to you like, all right, I'm not liking what's going on. I need better negotiating position and shit. Drop some bad news stories about Zoni's company to drop his stock and shit. Make niggas insecure about the
Mm-hmm.
change of cup sizes and shit. So he'll lose some money just on that end, right?
Yep.
I could come to you and do that, and you can do that now. Now the people that are fucking like his investors and shit, the niggas support him, his stocks or whatever, shit like that, whatever the way his company's running or whatever, them niggas cannot like break off. Now there's doubt about the situations going on financially about his shit. Is he really getting it done? Are these new cups to really to be it, man? Like it's really like that, dog. Like imagine fucking I'm a matter of fact. We just stick with that example. We want to keep going. Like you basically get what I'm saying. Like they can, you have
Mm-hmm.
the ability to twist whatever story you want to for whoever's
Yeah.
negative. Like it's not even just your own. Like if you need money to pay rent this month, fucking hey, bruh, I need you to drop a story. I'll give you your rent money. And there it is.
Yeah.
I don't know, but shit just getting wild out there with it.
That whole Joker thing is crazy though. It's like I've seen it everywhere. It's kind of like the media just wants it to happen, and I wouldn't be, I in fact I do believe they, to some degree, some people do want something wild to happen because that's free publicity. They can report on that. They can talk about that from days on end, and it'll it's so many angles they can try to spin it, and it's kind of crazy because like with the media giving attention to all of that, what if there was somebody who just wanted not even really to kill people but just to get that attention like we were talking about, because that's what it is. Sometimes they just want to be famous, and then you're giving it to them on a silver platter. You're basically saying like, yo, whoever shoots this shit up, we gonna be talking about you,
Yeah,
guaranteed.
come through, bro.
Yeah, like, we've been waiting on this shit, basically.
Fuck that, bro. All right. I'm going to what you been on, bro? What you been reading on?
I've been I've been reading Kaguya-sama. I really enjoy that because I watched the anime and I heard the anime skipped out some things. So I went back and I started from chapter one. I always even if I know the anime adapted everything, I still like to go from chapter one. One because I'm still like paranoid that it may be like one chapter that I skipped, and I hate to miss out on anything. So that's one reason. The second reason is just since I know it shit was actually skipped, and I gotta get like used to reading things. Like it's weird going from anime to manga, like going right straight into it. I gotta get like a feel for the series because sometimes the manga don't really have the same atmosphere as
Yeah,
the
yeah.
anime.
That's why I'm scared to read JoJo, bro. Cause the anime for JoJo was so like it was so impressionable, but like ain't really no anime like it that I've seen.
Damn,
You was right.
I feel that.
You still ain't hopping to JoJo, ain't you? No, you were the part five. Ain't
No, I've been watching this. Just that I've been trying to find the right site to watch it on because like I'm trying to. It's been a struggle because I have to find a Blu-ray version of it because the TV version censor shit. It has all that black shit covering everything up. I'm like, no, that's not happening. And then the
you?
subtitles sometimes are different too, and I'm like, yo. But I got a Fire Stick now, so I'm gonna see if Netflix has the Blu-ray version with the right subtitles. I'm gonna try to match it up with one of the episodes to see if it's the same. If it is, then I can start doing those videos again. But last episode of JoJo I watched was part three, like episode 13 or something. That was the worst episode of JoJo I've watched by far. That was the Wheel of Fortune. I think that was the stand name. They were fighting a nigga in a car. I was like, yo, I was so mad. I was mad. I was like, what makes me mad, and I heard the criticism for part three, and I've I seen it coming, but it's so episodic, and it's like a monster of the week Scooby Doo type of shit. Like we're gonna fight this dude, even though he has like no relevance really to the overarching plot, because they not even they move into different cities and different countries and shit, but it don't even feel like they purpose is to get Dio. It just feel like these niggas is just fighting random niggas off the street. But oh man, what makes me mad, especially though, with that episode, is how these niggas just act like they don't have stands. Like I swear to you, nobody used a stand to fight this dude until the last 3 minutes of the episode. Jotaro finally was like, "All right, I'm gonna whoop your ass," and they beat him. And he beat him easily. I'm like, "Yo, Ponaref, do some shit." Kakyoin, Joseph, I don't even expect you to do shit, but hey, damn. And then this little girl keep traveling with them. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with that little girl. She got to be dumb as hell. Cause every time she with them niggas, she damn near about to die. I would have been like, yeah, I'm gone. I don't know though. I'm just it's so long. Those like 48 episodes, dog.
Hell yeah, bro.
I
Hell
want to get
yeah.
through this part.
It's so much shit that like I want to see or I want to get into, but it's just like I'm telling you though, that's like that's the only part that like sucks about growing up and like still fucking with anime. That like anime's too long. Like I can't spend 30 minutes on like one chapter and shit. If I'm not reacting to it, like I can't do that shit, bro. Like it breaks the immersion, the sequence and shit. Like, bro, like binging manga is godly. It's godly. It's
Hmm.
like I don't know, bro. Like, we should probably have a conversation. You've binged a lot of anime, right?
Uh, I mean, I used to. I don't anymore. Thing is, like, I don't. It's not like I don't have the time to do it. I can set aside time to do it. It's just me personally. While I do the value binging, me personally, I have to absorb information like over a period of time because if I do it in one sitting, I'm most likely not going to remember most shit. And that's my problem with a lot of series is I have to reread a lot of things because I just don't remember. Like I had to read Hunter x Hunter. I'm still rereading it right now, and I've been reading that for months. Like I could have finished it if I really just sat down one day and I was like, all I'm doing is reading Hunter x Hunter. But I don't know. It's cool for like series like Kingdom, especially because Kingdom is really it's fucking terrible week to week. I'm not gonna lie, the pacing is bad. The pacing
Yeah,
is horrible.
yeah.
So that's a series I feel like you have to read in bulk if you really want to enjoy it because like
Yep. I
it's
was so
so
guilty about that,
slow.
but like I'm glad that like you understand that like the current arc I'm still waiting for it to end, so I can hop back on it. And the longer I spend away from it, like the more foreign I feel the kingdom, bro. Like 'cause I haven't touched, I haven't read it, nothing. Like it's
Yep.
man, that shit was so good in the binge, man. Like when I tell you like a cohesive, like inspiring, immersive tale, but like you just in that shit, bro. Like every battle that you see Shin run through with his niggas and shit, like every single one, bro. Development of Shin and everything, like it's ideally what I would want, like to in a story of like seeing a soldier and shit from like coming up from like zero to like basically strongest nigga out there, whatever. Like the goal is great general, whatever. That's the shit.
Hmm.
Maybe advancement
Yeah.
definitely.
That's why I cut out like you if you notice on my channel, I I don't do chapter reviews like that anymore. In fact, I don't the only thing I do it with is like Attack on Titan and then I live react to One Punch Man because those are both series that are not weekly. Like it's just it's hard for me to keep and it's not hard for me to keep a weekly series. It's just hard for me to
Care.
muster up the same passion I have every time because it just sometimes it just moves slow and I'm like man like it'll be a chapter I'll be like it's not much to talk about but then you just gotta force it and I'm like nah that's why I cut out a lot of shit like I was at one point I was reviewing The Promised Neverland, One Piece, Hunter x Hunter when it was actually there, Attack on Titan, One Punch Man. It was probably some other series I can't think of right now. But yeah, I was reading a lot of shit and reviewing. Oh yeah, Kingdom, of course. But I was like, yo, this ain't working. Like, so I guess that's just something I learned not to force things anymore because I feel like the format I do things now, like for anime reviews, for example, like for first impression videos, I wait until 3 episodes are out and then I talk about it because I feel like that's gonna give me a better feel for the series. Because last season when I did that, I would do first impression videos after one episode of watching it, but for some of the series, I dropped them and it was just it's kind of like damn. If I got a better feel for the series, then maybe I would have probably never even talked about it. Then it would have saved people from like I don't know, maybe some people were anticipating a review for the whole series, but I was like, nah, we got to change this whole format because it's not working.
I'm glad you're honest about that though, bro. There's a lot of guys who just fake that shit or make us some other shit, some like other fake shit, or like their content quality would just go down. But like if you, yeah, it saves like it saves the embarrassment or like your fan base seeing you in like in a negative way and shit like that. Like it's I don't know,
Bruh.
man.
I I already got a monotone voice. Like you can tell when I'm super passionate about something. I mean, well, I'm not going to yell all the time and shit, but bruh, I used to half ass shit sometimes. I'm like, I can't do that shit no more. It's just I gotta I gotta I gotta feel it. If I don't, it's, it's going to show for sure.
Niggas is catching on.
Nah, it's not even like that. It's just I felt it. I felt like because it was some chat like I didn't do it a lot though. Cause it was just some chapters like
What in particular, by the
when I
way?
was probably One Piece for sure. That's why I eventually dropped it. Cause like I would read it and then I would just like skip chapters a lot of times. I would just skip reviewing. I'll be like, I'll do it next week. I'll make like excuses for myself, like it wasn't much to talk about. But in actuality, it was just it was sometimes not much to talk about, but it was also sometimes I didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I would like skip it, and then I would just do like big reviews, like chapter, like I'm just using a number like 97 through 100 or something like that. But eventually, I got to a point where I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just not enjoying it." So I gotta do what's best for me. Just drop it. Did that shit with I did it with a Promised Neverland too. Got to like chapter 100, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." Did that shit with Berserk too, and Berserk is good. It's just man, them hiatus is starting to kill me. I ain't gonna lie. At least with Hunter x Hunter, I know like 10 chapters is coming. With Berserk, I don't know what this nigga gonna do. I literally have no idea,
I mean, isn't that kind of like half of? No, that's not the appeal. Fuck that. Fuck that shit.
bro.
Same thing with
I
Naruto.
don't. I I think this nigga dropped like maybe 3 or 2 chapters this year. So like when he comes off hiatus, I just don't buy anything because I'm like I don't know how long you are actually going to be here, or if you actually going to write another chapter soon after. I'm just like I gotta take a break from Berserk completely. That's a series. I know people joke about Hunter x Hunter, and I get it because it's fair. It's fair criticism, but I honestly feel like Berserk is not going to end, and if it does, it's going to be on some bullshit.
Ooh, that's a statement right there, man. Some niggas might not fuck with you like that, dog. Isn't what it's already done enough to like not be bullshit, or is the ending enough to fuck it up?
I mean, they got magic and whatnot. So I mean, the world is so the world has so much room for it's flexible. So it's a lot of things that could be done to make the ending satisfactory. It's just I feel like the story he wants to tell is much longer and it's going to take a lot more chapters. That's just a feeling. It's not really something I could physically see chapter to chapter. It's just I feel like this nigga wants to do a lot of things in the series, and I don't feel like he's going to do it in time. Berserk
So I'm like, oh,
was first. Berserk was popping in the late 80s. Yeah, late 80s, like 88, 89, something like that. Bro, we in 2019 and it only has like 300 or something chapters. That's crazy. As opposed to One Piece, which was here in the 90s, like what was it? Like
late '90s.
late 90s. Late 90s and it has 900 something chapters. Of course it's weekly and Berserk was weekly and then it went like monthly, then it went like bi-monthly, whatever the fuck, but still.
I
It,
mean, but like
so
what did I consider for like, for example, Vagabond, for example, right? that author has multiple greatest hits. Does the author for Berserk have more than one greatest hit?
Not as far as I know. I don't even think he has like another work.
Oh
Like
shit!
Inoue has Vagabond, he has Real, he has Slam Dunk. So I get it. I get it. But Kentaro, I'm like, yo, this your bread and butter, bro. Like, what are you doing?
It's
Why
everything,
are you always on hiatus?
and his art's really good too. So
Yeah.
if it's like a workload thing, then I can understand it. I don't know what it would be, man. Like, because it's money there, obviously, but it obviously can't be money. He's probably like fucking good. He don't need shit. So the question is,
Yeah,
he
he
probably
good.
just inspiration, man. Low key.
Probably. I mean, with Tagashi has the back problems and shit like that, and he doesn't have to worry about money because Hunter x Hunter is so popular, and then he's married to the mangaka of Sailor Moon, so he ain't got to stress about nothing really except for his health. That's it.
Damn, bro. That's that's the rough part, but like I was fucking thinking about this shit the other day too. Dog, sitting in the shower, been like, niggas really work to get money, and then that's it.
Mhm.
You don't do nothing else with your life. Like niggas, niggas work to get money, and then they use that money to get more money. But they don't prioritize like any other like big ass feature or factor in their life and shit. Like I don't want to fall into that shit, bro. But like at the same time, you gotta have money to be able to do what you want.
Yeah,
You want to go fucking like be a fucking missionary or whatever. You gotta have money to be able to go out there. Shit, yeah. You want to fucking like own a whole chain of like shoelace stores and shit while you fucking living in New Zealand just relaxing. But you gotta fucking make moves for that shit. Making moves and shit.
yeah,
But
sure.
I don't know, bro. I don't want to work fucking 14-hour days forever, man. Like that's crazy, crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that shit.
I don't know. What is a weekly series? Beastars. I know people hate that series. And the thing is, like, have you heard about Beastars?
No.
Beastars, everybody calls it a furry manga because, like, the characters are animals, of course, and there
Whoa,
is like this sex scene in there.
whoa,
Of course,
whoa.
they didn't show nothing, but people always blow that up and like say, "Oh shit, this is like for furries and whatnot." That manga is actually pretty good, and it's kind of sad. I do plan to make a video on it eventually, but it's kind of sad like how people don't give it a chance and they'll take that one panel and then they'll use it to,
Wait, some
black
animals
not
fucking?
no, well, yeah, they are, but it's not like it's shown. It's not like I seen some deer's dick and I was like, oh shit, like nah, that didn't happen. But it like they showed on panel like they made it clear like that's what they were doing.
But are they human animal people?
Yeah, they're humanoid animals
Bro, so
basically.
then yeah, that's nigga, that's furry point. It don't matter if they off screen and shit.
No, it's not,
You don't
nigga.
gotta see the
For
cum
like,
shot.
look, furry for it to be furry, the whole thing would have to be sexualized, not just one panel or something, because the whole story is nothing like that.
But
So it's
that's like
like
saying what you call it in Gantz or
what?
Jiran. Like that's like calling those stories like not smut or like not like R rated because they're fucking focused on something else, but they be fucking and like explicit shit, bro. In both of those stories, they like on screen blowjob. You telling me like I can't call them what's the proper word? Like fucking smut, I guess.
No, you could, but you just said it that it's explicit. This wasn't even explicit. It was just heavily like I said. you could tell what was going to happen, but it didn't. It's not like we were going panel to panel watching these niggas do the act. And I don't like the fact that that scene or any other future scene, because I'm only like on chapter 30 something, would be used to say, "Oh, I'm not reading this." It's like I get it. I don't. It's not like I want to see that either, but at the same time, it's like you can't use a panel to dictate whether a series is good or not. Like what one series I never hear people talk about when it comes to stuff something like that is Berserk. There was literally a horse that was about to rape a girl in Berserk. There have been trolls that do rape people in Berserk that are that you could classify as furries, but nobody calls niggas who read Berserk furries. Nobody does. But I could take a panel and then show you that and then make it look like this shit is, I don't know. It's like it's like no, like a sheep mentality. Like everybody says it, and nobody really tries it. Like that's the thing. The people who criticize it don't read it. I could take it if it was somebody who read the series, but mostly everybody who has read the series has nothing but good things to say about it. So that tells you right there. The quality of the series is great. It's just that the criticisms aren't. For you to criticize it, you got to at least give it a try.
Yeah, but I don't know, bro. When you getting on borderline furry conversations, like maybe really not. Man. That's more from like a I don't like that genre stance, but regardless, it ain't bad. I fuck with it.
Shit.
Like, if it's a good story, it's a good story. I'm just saying, like, you can't be mad at niggas that don't read like or that don't fuck with furry shit, like to get like scared when that shit comes up a little bit. Like,
No, I'm not mad at any. I would not watch a series for the most minor shit like the title. I don't care if people don't watch something because they don't like anything, no matter how petty it is, because that's everybody's. Anybody can do that. It doesn't really matter. It's just that the criticisms you can't go in there and then say the series is bad or something like that. You can say, "Oh, I'm going to watch it, whatever," or "I'm not going to read it, whatever." That's fine. But I don't know. For anybody to give it like a real criticism, you got to at least give it a try. You can't just look at something minor like that. It may be major to you, but I don't know. It's just like if you do that with one series, then you can pretty much do it with everything. And then, like how would other series look if we did that with everything?
I mean, like,
If I just took one panel or something like some weird ass panel, and I'm like, "Yo, look at this shit."
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I dropped a manga before because it had some gay shit in it. Like,
Because it has some what you cut out for me.
because it had some gay shit in it.
Oh,
I legit, just like that, 100%. Once I seen that, I was like, and bro, I'm talking about like the art was One Punch Man level, like that fucking good, and like I even read like past like the chapter after it, giving it attention, but like I guess the story was okay, but it wasn't like everything. It was good though, but it wasn't enough for me to like keep going because of that gay shit, bro. Like, and they try to play it
mm-hmm.
off too, bro. Like they drew the nigga beautiful as hell, bro. You can't even tell it's a nigga until like they actually say it. Like they say it's a nigga, then you look back, and then the features that are kind of ambiguous, you can kind of like finish deciphering it. And
Yeah.
a nigga, it may be petty of me, but like I don't know, bro. All I'm saying is that like niggas, like just like you said, don't judge it. You don't have to watch it, but at the same time, I feel the niggas mind with that furry shit.
I mean, neither am I. Like that's the thing. That's another thing too. Is like the people who read it don't necessarily like they're not beating their dicks off to it. It's not like they see it and they go, "Oh shit!" Like this the pan. Like no, nobody's doing that, nigga. Like nobody is hyping up that panel. I'm pretty sure a lot of people was turned off from seeing that panel and was like, "Oh, okay." This what y'all doing? But of course, they taking the whole story into account. They like whatever. They brush it off. That's what you do with some things you don't like. Just because it's something in a series that may be awkward, weird, whatever, don't mean that you gotta like it. Shit is, I mean, I could do with a whole bunch of series like Hunter x Hunter. I don't like the fucking um with a Luca shit where she saved Gon and then that whole arc kind of felt the whole art felt kind of like lackluster towards the end because of that. Gon just the sacrifice didn't feel as consequential because he got saved the way he did. Like I don't like that shit. I love Hunter x Hunter though. Like same shit with other stuff.
You know, it, shit just get crazy out there with it, bro. Like, you, I'm just gonna leave niggas alone with the shits because even like other kinds of discussions and debates, this community in general be getting out of hand sometimes. Like, in the Discord, for example, man. I know you see it out there, and I'm like, hold up, how the fuck do I get out of this fucking screen?
Mm-hmm.
Like, niggas in Discord be wilding with the slander and with the like toxicity and shit all the time. It's like,
Yeah.
even to a point where like, can you really change some of these niggas' minds and shit? Like, are niggas just like trolling and like indefinitely? Like, when you gonna stop trolling?
Definitely.
Like,
Forever trolling. Yeah. That's how it be sometimes. That's why sometimes like I don't even bother to explain my opinion a lot of the time. I'll state my opinion and then I'll just leave. Because sometimes I just like I don't know. I don't be trying to change anybody's mind. I just try to give my perspective and then that's just good for me. If people don't like it, it's fine. Sometimes I'll be roped into arguments, but for the most part I try to stay out of it because I don't know. You don't know the other person's intention. They could be just trying to debate you just to prove they right. They could be actually trying to have a discussion, or they could be trolling. You don't know. Can't really tell through text.
I'm gonna say, bro, like, y'all niggas are like notorious for that shit, bro. Like on the podcast, like it's
Uh-huh.
so hard to to start up a debate or like controversial shit. Like y'all niggas are like, like if y'all niggas were fucking the politicians and shit, y'all niggas is in Congress, bro. Like the country would be perfect, man. We don't argue about shit. We state it clearly, compare facts and shit, bro. Like low key, man. After the recent podcast, like niggas was kind of like, it was kind of bummed, and we ain't arguing on the podcast about drive night, cause I have fucked around and I changed the title of one of my reviews to be the opposing to what Zoneen's was. So niggas thought,
Yeah.
so niggas thought we was beefing or some shit or like, we was finna go out in the podcast, but like I didn't talk to him about it beforehand, or like I don't even think he saw my the title to the video and shit. So like,
Mhm.
yeah, it wasn't even really a thing. I low key actually probably should have hyped that one up, man.
Maybe so. I don't know.
Nah, but y'all niggas are
I
really
have
funny
no
for
clue.
that. Why don't y'all like the fucking debating and shit?
Hmm?
Why don't
What
y'all like
about debating?
saying? Why don't y'all like debating and shit?
Me? Well, I can't speak for anybody else. It's just I don't like debating. I don't. I like just to have discussions because I like to hear other people's opinions and I like to take it sometimes for my own opinion based on what I hear from other people because I see value in everybody's perspective. A lot, well, not everybody's, but a lot of other people's perspective.
Yeah.
So I don't like debates because the purpose of debates is just to it's literally just for you to win. So it don't really matter how wrong you are about something. You just got to keep pressing on. So it's cool for like entertainment, I guess. But I think it's more entertainment for the outside, not for me. I it's sometimes it's fun to watch, but it's not fun to be in for me.
I mean, like I feel like I'm playing a semantic game then, cause like what if I say like, what if we have a heated discussion? Is there a real difference between a heated discussion and a debate to you?
Yes, because like I said, you can have a heated discussion and you can concede points at one point. Now, in a heated discussion, it can spiral into a debate where you just don't give a fuck about what anybody says. You just get your points across. But that's kind of what I won't say that is what debates are, but when
Yeah,
it's
I feel like
niggas, let me just say that when it's niggas, that's what it turns into. So like with discussions, like I feel like you could let somebody have something and it'll be fine. But in debates, you can't. You if you concede points, nigga, you gonna lose,
yeah,
and that's not the purpose.
yeah, yeah. That's true. Yeah, and niggas are gathering there for that reason to be like, oh, you lost, or you was getting bodied and shit. So yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, but
no,
go
it's
ahead.
just in discussions. It's no real winners. It's just sharing dialogue, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that is the nice part, because like you're able to present like both different viewpoints, like calmly and clearly, and then the listeners can choose like which side they agree with and shit. Because like niggas always comment on that after the podcast, uh, like shit. Like for example, like the zombie man shit, like we were discussing that we don't know zombie man's like if how he can die or if he can die or whatever shit like that, or
Yeah,
yeah, uh, it works well in those types of scenarios, but it's just like it makes me wonder if there's ever a point where we're missing out because we're so like deflective about the shit. Like almost like literally almost nobody in the podcast been like will fucking start some shit or like even like niggas will tell you if they disagree, no problem. Like most literally niggas disagree on the podcast every single session, like a lot. But
yeah,
nobody ever gets like too vocal about this shit.
yeah. People going extra hard for their like that's the thing. It's fine, but it's fine to be passionate about it. But I just at the end of the day, I try not to get worked up about anything because I know it's just my opinion versus someone else's. A lot of the time, sure, some things are backed up by facts and whatnot, but even then, it's like I'll be like, yo, it's not even that serious. A lot of the times, that's why I don't even trying to get into all that shit. I
Low
don't know.
key,
I'm too
yeah.
what's the word? I'm too relaxed for that shit.
Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, Tom, yeah, come through the VC, bro. Oh, hold on, let me make sure. What the fuck? Hold on, 2 seconds. I ain't talked to Tom in a minute.
Oh shit, was it looking at my phone?
To all the viewers, quick update. Like I said before, we gonna keep doing what we're doing, but we're gonna do the polls for the One Punch Man podcast as promised. In a while, so stay tuned for that. But we're gonna be going through all the rest of the shit or discussing, talking to Joe. We'll be doing for a minute until other niggas come through or whatever. Um, but shit, let's last about this shit. I don't even know if Tom's on that shit.
You messaged me, but I didn't see it because I wasn't looking at my phone. What else have I been reading though? Oh shit! Oh
Bro, tell
fuck!
me about this unordinary shit, bro. Like I know you gave me the premise a little bit of it, but like,
Barely.
all right, low key, bro, low key, like, give me the whole everything, man. Like, not even a synopsis. Give me like the detailed timeline explanation of the plot, and then that'll probably like boost me enough to get into that shit and make that bitch exciting. Like, we got this. We got all night long, man. Go ahead.
Listen, I'm not a hype man, so I can only tell it from how I see it. Unordinary it's just it's people in high school with powers, and there is no linear narrative. There's not like okay, like I'll just give examples. Like Naruto, he wants to be Hokage. Sasuke, he was like flip flopping. At one point, he wanted to get revenge. At one point, he wanted to destroy the village. And at one point, he just wanted to travel and shit. It's nothing like that in Unordinary. It's for the most part, a, I guess you could call it a character driven series because it's the relationships between the characters dictates what's going to happen in the chapter and whatnot. It's not like it's a goal that people are working towards. There's a lot of fights. There's a lot of disagreements. It all really comes from the world of Unordinary. And I guess if you want to say like what's a conflict in Unordinary, you can say it's the structure of the world. Because in the structure of the world, people have powers, and basically the strong dictate everything. So if I were to like have a we were to have a disagreement and I was just stronger than you, then people are going to just side with me because I'm stronger. It That's just how it is. It's just might equals right in that world. So of course the weaker people resent that, and they harbor hatred for people who are stronger. But that's just how the world works. That's literally just how it is. So people have to work within this system, and it creates a lot of problems. There are some people who try to oppose it. There's some people who
What do you mean work within the system?
the system, the hierarchy of power.
Okay.
People don't like to get their ass whooped because they might be right. They might be like they'll have like a conflict of ideals, and then it
Is
doesn't matter.
is it as
It doesn't
integrated?
matter.
Is the world as integrated as like My Hero? Or like powers are in like the thing.
What do you mean?
You know, like in My Hero, like the society's built around the powers of the individuals. Is that ordinary?
Uh, okay. It- okay, it's not like with my hero. One thing it does like really flesh out the powers. Well, unordinary is the powers don't really matter because it's like the powers themselves. I don't mean like how strong they are, but the powers themselves don't really matter. It's really like your power level because they do give you something like that. So like they range it from like numbers 1 through 10. That's the scale of power, and anybody above I think is above a five. Is it above a five? Yeah, they're considered high tiers. They're the in the upper echelon of society. Those are the people who are usually in high positions of power. Like they'll be like a director or some shit like that for some high profile business just because they're powerful. That's just how things work. There's somebody in the series that was basically running a whole district, like a whole entire piece of a city because he was the strongest person there. That's just how things work in that in the story. So, like I said, it's no real definitive, but
For
if
sure.
you want to pin the conflict on something or somebody, I guess you could just say it's the hierarchy and the people who enforce it and go against it. That's the best I can really explain it without really going into much detail.
Hmm.
Hello, yo,
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 I'm here,
are you?
and Tom in the other chat too. He said, "Damn,
yeah,
Sasuke didn't even.
why?
You trying to join the stream? What you mean?
Oh shit, let me move him up. I bet, yeah.
And just mod me, man. Get it over with.
Yeah, shut the fuck up,
No,
Why you saying no? You invited me to the stream.
bro.
I said no.
It was good, Tom. Hold up.
Both of y'all said no.
Oh, that shit ain't working. Alright, yo, Tom.
So, hello?
Yo,
Yeah.
Yo,
Tom.
There you go.
Yo, what's up?
It's good, man.
Hello.
Hello, Morgan.
What's happening? What's happening?
Not much.
Can I talk about my experience catching up to One Punch Man?
What chapter are you on?
Where you at?
I think I'm on 111. It's
Okay.
right. It's right when Black Sperm about to wash Atomic.
Hold on. Two questions.
From what I heard.
Hold on. Have you read the webcomic?
How about what?
Nah, he don't read a web comment.
All right, bet.
Nah. Yeah.
All right, good shit. Don't spoil and like if you've heard anything about the webcomic, don't mention it. Nothing.
Nah. I wouldn't.
All right, bet. Go ahead, Poppy. Let us know what's up.
Whoa.
Yeah, chill out, bro. You stay wilder with that. I forgot where I was. I don't know. I think Orochi just got watched by Saitama. And one normal punch wasn't even a serious punch. Garbage. Then I think something happened off screen. I forgot what. Oh, his Atomic Samurai disciples when he beat the hair person. They beat the hair person.
Hair.
Yeah, y'all always talking about to be off screening. That was off screen.
Shut the fuck up.
It was.
Zombie
Okay.
Man was off screen too versus that vampire.
Yeah,
So
it was.
What was wrong though?
I'm just saying, y'all ain't complaining about that.
yeah,
That's
that's
all
not
I'm
the
saying.
same
Of
as
course.
fucking.
Whoa, hold on.
I'm just saying.
Hold on. You want to do it? Let's do it. Then.
No, it's not that serious.
Look, man, come
I'm talking
on.
about my
All right.
experience, Sasuke. Golly.
All right. Bet.
But no, Zombie Man was tough. I understand why you like him. But that Child Emperor versus Phoenix Man.
Nigga told him 3 times.
That was heat. Oh man.
That's fight, nigga. I told you, bro. Like, bro, that's that fight, nigga. That's that fight, man. Fuck Luffy versus Katakuri, bro. Nigga, fuck.
Nah, come on.
Fuck Luffy versus or fuck Meliodas versus Escanor, nigga. Bro, Phoenix Man versus Child Emperor, man.
I mean, he did his whole final attack and it still didn't do anything. So I mean,
you seen that number, bro? That cannon.
Now you backtracking?
The fight was still heat, but the last attack didn't do anything. Literally.
It's not
I
like
forgot.
a feat for Phoenix, bro.
Hold on, I think it was some pinned message. Oh, since I'm part of the credible group, I'll just say Drive can tank Millennium Emperor Nova.
No. Listen, bro. Stay away from niggas that have skulls in their name in my Discord. Don't.
Okay.
Yeah. Just don't even worry about what they say. Just Just write
Oh,
L-
and I met
LL.
Naya too, the cat. He
Naya.
yeah. Ain't that his name? Sasuke said it was sus. No, the Puri prisoner was sus. I don't know what you're
Wait,
talking
what are you talking about? Wait, what are you
cat.
talking about?
You said the cat was just straight up gay. But Puri prisoner
I didn't
talking
say
about
that.
Yes, you did.
When did I say that?
When we were talking about One Punch Man a while ago.
I never said no shit like that.
Yeah, well that's what I remember you saying.
I never said no shit like that.
Well, Puri prisoner kept telling me he got boyfriends and they was lovers back in the day. I'm like, how you calling the cat sus, but this dude is saying that out loud.
I don't know where you got that shit from.
His knee suck, bro. You already know.
And he was just tanking all attacks because his boyfriend knitted a sweater. Like, come on.
Yo. Tighten up, bro. What you doing?
Then goddamn Dark Shine just one shot at Bug God.
Yeah.
Everybody just one shotting people out here.
Yeah, that shit made me mad, low key. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like,
I was good with
just
it.
one shot at Girl, or whatever his name is.
Cause it's not a one shot. Like that's that's the outcome of the fight.
Man, he ain't doing anything to it.
Wash.
Yeah, that was a wash.
So it's like there's nothing really to say about it. Like I'm still telling these niggas every single time we get a new fight. For example, the Drive Night one. You'll see. Unfortunately.
Yeah. I think I saw like one part of it, but not too much. So I'm good.
Facts.
And plus, I'm only like 8 chapters behind. So it ain't that far.
Yeah, be optimistic. Facts.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be like a second part of this whole Monster Association shit. Because I think once everybody conclude their matchups, because we had to have like some type of final villain or something, like some way to wrap up this arc cohesively. So I think it's going to have
Yeah.
something to do with like Gyoro, or of course Garo, who's still running around. Like one of them two have to do something drastic to shake up everything in the Hero Association, or not the Monster Association.
What does
I don't
drastic
know
mean
what
though?
though.
Because like what?
They had to gain drastic power. I don't think they're going to like rival Tatsumaki or Saitama, but I do think they're going to be like strong enough. Like one of them, I don't know, maybe even both of them, but they have to like pose like a serious threat to like put the fear of God in these niggas or something. Because
Hold on, hold on. Did
like
he
we
get
just
to?
went over, a lot of these fights have been ending with the hero just like putting that doing that thing to him. You know what I'm saying? So
I think
see,
it's
because I think like the Black Sperm and Atomic one, I think that one that's like a battle. Like that's going to take a while. That's not going to end with Atomic just put it in work and leaving. The disciples they getting their ass with. That's no question. They about to get obliterated.
yeah, glad.
Um, then like Pig
Nah, what you
God,
talking about? The one arm dude, he gonna put in work. What you
or you'll
mean?
see, you'll see.
Oh, dang. Then we got
Pig God,
Sweet Master still running around, ain't he?
you'll definitely see about that one.
Oh no! Don't tell me he body too.
You'll see. You'll see what I mean.
Alright.
It's you. I think you close actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I'm at
right. You
Atomic
all right.
versus
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Atomic versus Black Slime. Spec Sperm, I mean.
Yeah.
You finna treat my nigga. All that shit. Like I was telling these niggas, I'm gonna make a video on it soon. That like, the past like, what is it since '93? Since '93 to chapter 118 right now, is like probably like the best arc of One Punch Man. Like in comparatively to all the other arcs that are currently going on with other shonen right now, and maybe even Saining as well. Like nigga, we're fucking doing that thing, man. Like I haven't just been giving these niggas like a chapter of the week for like months now, consecutively for no reason, bro. Like, like, bro, every chapter has been godly, man. From like I think it was like '93 where we got 155 pages, dog, and everything else been that is fucking heat. The Phoenix fight, man. G5, my nigga. Giro, Mizuki Twine, bro. Like,
G5, the Machine God,
yeah,
Yeah.
he got washed too.
he was still cool though.
We
He
did.
was cool. His design was nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
He said, I can surpass these limits. I'm a robot. Still got beat.
yeah. So like, it, niggas gotta realize like we're into some godly shit right now, bro. Like don't let My Hero niggas and One Piece niggas and Black Clover niggas and shit like that. Like them always hyping about their fucking little like paper bounties and shit and like their off screen fucking fights, bear like their quotes and mentions and name drops, bro. Don't let that shit phase you. We get full fights, man. We get niggas doing feats and shit on screen, bro. We get shit drawn. Like that's what a manga's for.
Nah,
Nah, fuck
it
out of
ain't,
here.
it ain't,
Fuck out of
it
here.
ain't nothing like that.
Hell nah, bro. I don't want to fucking. I'm tired of hearing this shit like, oh, this nigga was sailing across the seas, bitch, and he saw this nigga like, so, bro. And niggas get that hype about it. I don't care no more. I don't care, bitch. Like, I don't
Hey man,
care.
we saw
It's the
Zombie Man.
Lord.
Yeah, we saw Zombie Man die 200 times. Well, we didn't see him die 200 times. But no, we heard about it. We heard about him dying 200 times
And that's
and then
everything.
winning.
If you gonna make it, you gonna off screen it, but make niggas look badass, bro. But like, huh, these niggas be on. You tripping sometimes. Let's just say that. Let's just say that.
Nah, man, you say they biased, but y'all just as biased too for One Punch Man.
Whoa, sir.
Mm,
I don't know about
I
all
mean,
that.
of
both of
course,
y'all dropped One Piece, so I mean,
everybody,
clearly.
everybody biased in some aspect. Nobody's objective.
I mean, besides me, yeah.
Nah, I'm
You know that's the cap.
All right, you gotta stop saying cap around me. We have a problem.
It is what it is.
I was voted realist in M5. I just want to let that be known.
What that mean, bro? What does that mean?
Realists don't mean you're 100% real
That's the
all the
lore.
time.
That's the lore of M5.
It just means you're realer than the
Mm,
next fake nigga.
Yep.
So Sasuke fake and I'm real.
Oh,
Glad we agree.
hell no. Hell no.
Were you voted realist, Sasuke?
I think I was.
No, you.
I think
Come on.
twice. Yes, I was. I got 2 votes, didn't I? Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't. I got the
Yeah, I
most
did.
votes, then Wade got the second most.
I got 2 votes.
We gonna drop the episode. I'm gonna promote it. I'm gonna post it in here too.
All right.
So all you little fanboys in here can see you fake. Riding. I'm trying to join the Minecraft server too.
You
After
got
this.
you got it
Yeah, of course.
on. You
I'm
got
a
Java,
Minecraft stan.
nigga. You got Java.
Probably.
All right, nigga. I'll give you the server for right now. Man.
I mean, you only playing creative. You ain't doing survival.
Once we get everybody, because it's at least 6 niggas that say they gonna hop on, but they gotta get their shit first. So we
So they can you cut out.
We got like six more niggas that say they're gonna hop on, but we gotta wait till they get this shit together. 2 niggas say they gotta buy it. They told me to wait like 2 weeks. Other niggas, the other arrangements, we should be good. In about 2 to 3 weeks, we should have a whole squad of niggas to do survival night. We're gonna start together and shit, and then build a show in it.
Okay, yeah. I'll wait on them there. That's cool.
But in the meantime, yeah, we out here doing creative and shit.
Hold on, did Muppet say he gonna get into it?
Yep, everybody.
God dang, Muppet a fraud. I don't know about that. He gonna be griefing me and stuff.
I don't even know what half that means, bro. I don't even know what the fucking like dead.
I mean, like going around your house and just building stuff, like messing with your stuff.
Niggas can do that.
Yeah, you don't think they can build anywhere? So they Muppet gonna play me and just try to build on top of my house. Like like say if you stand still and just build straight
You're gonna
blocks.
have to kill some niggas, bro.
Yeah, get some diamond swords. You already know. That's the first thing you do is go mining. You don't build no house.
Oh, survival shit? No, ain't you supposed to like you go mining for supplies, make some weapons, and then like dig a hole or some shit?
Well, me as a Minecraft, enthusiast. I can't give away all the secrets, but the best diamonds by the beach. Dig straight down to 14, 12, one of those levels, and just dig straight across. That's where the real diamonds at.
I ain't bad. Once you get some diamonds or sell it, get some pussy, you good to go, bro. All night.
Ooh, yeah, I hit buying pussy on Minecraft.
What's wrong?
That's the movement. I'm with it.
Tell me that's the realest shit you ever heard. We can buy pussy on Minecraft, bro.
I don't know about the realest, but it's top 5.
Oh, this nigga Tom left, man?
He said he got kicked.
Oh, tell him to come back.
Say join. Say join, puss.
Come back.
If you real.
Come back. I don't know. Come on that back.
Huh?
But continue.
Said no
yeah, that's it. Please continue describing to us your experience with the catching up though.
Well, I mean,
Don't tell us what happened in the story. Tell us how you feel. What are you thinking?
Oh no, I ain't gonna. What you mean, like tell what I think is gonna happen?
No, nigga, how you're feeling about different parts that happened, but like when Atomic did that, how you felt about it? Like whenever this nigga got hit. Tell me about the Phoenix fight. How you feel about the Phoenix fight? Describe that.
Phoenix fight was great. His little backstory was great too. But I don't know about the whole suit turning him into a phoenix, and he could just rip it off and lose all his powers. I don't know. I don't like that much. And then he got beat by a tickle bot. Oh man, it was still a great fight, but I don't know about that part. Then Atomic Man, he was yawning in the middle of his fight with the machine god. From where I'm reading right now, he need to get humbled. So
what?
I mean, yawning in the middle of a fight, you gotta be serious.
So, cause he yawned, he gotta get humbled. Girl, that's fucked up.
Yeah, y'all talk about how y'all love when Luffy got humbled by Kuma. Let me see a Tommy get humbled.
That's different, bro. That's because he need to be humble because of plot, not because this nigga ain't do shit, bro. Tommy don't be hurt nobody, not
Man, y'all favorite part in Wano is Luffy getting beat by Kaido.
low key.
So Tommy need to get humbled.
Nah,
That's all I'm asking for.
You tripped it, bro. Who
That's
gonna
because
do
you.
it?
What you mean, black sperm?
Mm,
From what I hear,
mm.
I'm waiting on it. Oh, the best part. Well, not the best part, but one of the great parts. Black sperm's intro, and he was just telling I don't know what that kid name is, but he said,
Ario.
yeah, he said all I want to do is just kill you. That's it. Let's get it over with.
You be quick.
Yeah. And then some translation, another translation said in an instant, I'm just blow you up. What?
I'm
That
about to
shit
restart
tripping,
my
bro.
phone. This shit hasn't done this in a while, but like YouTube just freeze my shit. It's so weird. I can still talk, but I can't do anything. I can't like do anything else but
Dang,
stay on the live chat on YouTube.
that's trash.
Yeah, I'm gonna be back though. Give me like 3 minutes.
Uh,
Peace. Or
Um,
yo, Green, what all y'all talked about in here?
we're talking about a little bit of the Joker movie.
Yeah.
We've talked about the plans for Minecraft and shit. We haven't talked about Solo, and we're touching on One Punch right now.
Okay.
Matter of fact, let's because we all read Solo here. Let's rotate the Solo real fast. We'll come back to One Punch and shit. What are y'all niggas thoughts on everything, man? Because I haven't talked to your niggas about like not just the Baron fight, but like before that, the whole castle and shit, the Ant Island and shit like that. All these nation level niggas. What are y'all thoughts on that shit? What's going on?
all right. I don't really know about the nation level too well, so I can't really comment about that. But the dungeon, I think is so dope. How what every 25 levels they have a big boss. Even though Sanjay Wu, he didn't really actually watch them with the third guy. He had to come back and fight him, or come back for more, because he couldn't handle it. But I thought it was great all the way up. Every boss was based on something else, like a Hell's Dungeon or something from mythology. Wasn't it Vulcan and then somebody else too?
I wouldn't even notice that.
Yeah. And the first few levels weren't that great, but it was like warm up anyway, so it was good. And then of course the art was
Yeah.
amazing as always. And then I'm glad at the end he didn't keep the demon shit like somebody else told me.
You gay.
No, it's not, it's something else that somebody else told me is why I didn't like it. He's like, you see how he's turned into a better person. All these chicks coming around, all the chicks coming around him that's gonna humble him. I'm like, man, I don't want to see that. I want him to stay a savage. And that's exactly what he did at the end. He said, forget you. I completed this. I got the dragon. I'm out.
Facts, man. How it should be. Oh boy,
And he could still get the S rank chick. I'm cool with that. Just not the demon chick. She had to stay.
Hmm.
What?
What happened?
We talking about Solo.
Oh,
Solo
Yeah.
level.
Bro, I really wanted that demon pussy, bro. But this shit look good.
Man, Sung Jinwoo was not smashing.
Why not, man?
Knowing the story, he probably would have to go back to the Demon Clan, ask
He
for a hand
might
in marriage or
now.
something.
What you
That
mean?
type
He
of
might do
stuff.
it after he do that thing with his mom and shit. You know what I mean? I feel
do
like
that
this
thing to his mom. Oh,
very chill.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
he talking about healing her. That's
I was trying not to spoil your ass, Sasuke. 'Cause I need you to read it.
yes,
I'm
I
good
see.
on it.
Hey, you
But
gonna
you
read
read
Honora,
Beastars,
but you ain't
huh?
gonna pick up Heat. Yeah, you read B stars,
Yeah, I am.
and
Lord,
you said it's trash. Why can't you pick
no,
up
I didn't.
Solo? Don't make me
I did not
screenshot
say
it.
B
But
stars is
anyway,
trash.
the premise of it was for like him to take care of his family, really. So he got into the Hunter Association, and he just been leveling up ever since he got into that the double air dungeon, where he made sacrifices and he sacrificed himself and he found himself in a tough spot, but like it's in a good spot, you know what I mean? Because like without that double air. without going through that, he would have never got the possibilities of helping out his family or getting towards helping his mom out. You know what I mean? And I just want to see like next chapter if we're gonna go straight to the hospital. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
on my mind. And like after that, what happens next? Like, is he gonna find out about his father more, or are we gonna talk about him more? Or the fact that one of his shadows was switched with him when he had did the shadow exchange and like went back to his neighborhood. Is that still with Isel? Can he like go back to like the actual demon realm with his shadow exchange? I'm not sure, but that would be interesting because like it said like his demon hunter skill it wasn't necessarily tapped into like he still needed a requirement and it made me wonder like if he can like go back to like the actual demon realm and like actually level up there and like get it. It's
Yeah.
kind
I
of
mean,
crazy that I think about it like that, but somebody had pointed it out, and I
yeah.
feel like for like the Nation Hunters, I feel like he's already up there. Like once he got past Baron, you know what I mean? Like, oh, bro, that fight was so crispy, bro. Like,
Hell yeah.
bro, like just the artwork alone, bro. But the fact that Sanjibu came from an E rank to like masterfully crafting his skill sets, like far as hand to hand combat, dagger, assassin type daggers, training and shit like that, bro. Like he's been building up his arsenal, right? And like it doesn't really show you like how he's gaining all of these moves and shit, but it lets you know that he's learning from experience, from all the experience from.
But
Go ahead.
nothing that he has is like like a power up or anything like that. It's like
Right,
you see everything that he gets or he gains. We see it, like 100%. We see it.
right. And sometimes I get mad because like I feel like the chapter be too damn short and shit, bro. Like I be wanting to see more like inside of like the whole like in betweens and shit. Because like I know like they say like the novel it fills it out. It's like where like it panel for panel, like not panel for panel, but descriptions of how it all came together, and I found out that it skips like a lot of shit, important shit maybe, and maybe even some basic shit. But like I've been hearing from a friend that it got some good parts in there where it may skip out from the manhwa perspective, and I want to go back and like check that shit out so I can get the feel of like who is Sanjin Woo because I was trying to do a video on that nigga, bro. Like, cause I found Sun is like a fascinating character to me because this nigga came from E rank, right? Built his way up from being a scrub to actually still being that nigga because I feel like he's capable of handling himself very well in in the real world where he's only along with his sister and whatnot. He's he's capable of deducing people and understanding the ways of the world, how the world revolves around greed or power or social standings, and he exploits them in a way that I feel like we don't really people don't really touch on enough, except for like the fights in the dungeons and shit. And I just feel like I want to explore that more and get it out to the people more that Son is not just an ordinary character. He's not a static character. He's a dynamic character, but he got static like characteristics that as far as being rooted, as far as being a family man. And if he didn't have a family support system anchoring him down, what would he be? Like, what kind of villain would he be? What kind of tyrant would he be? You know what I mean? But that's just me.
Imagine like you sitting there chilling, right? Sipping a cup of coffee, and then all of a sudden,
Right.
boom, a bunch of holes and crazy ass like dimensional portals start opening up all around and shit like that, and then monsters start coming out, and then a bunch of crazy shit happens. But then At the same time, a bunch of niggas start gaining powers too. Man. That'd be raw as fuck, wouldn't it? But then,
Right.
but then,
Forget all that. I agree with what Tom said.
at all the niggas gaining powers, you
Bro,
the weakest one.
that's crazy.
Would you be
And
okay with
look,
that?
bro, he got the name title after the nigga that isn't the strongest anymore,
Mhm.
or was alleged to be the strongest, like the strongest. What was it? The strongest warrior or whatnot?
Yeah,
You know
strongest soldier.
the Hunters Guild.
Strongest soldier.
Uh, Choi Jun In, I think it was.
The strongest soldier.
Yes, okay, the strongest soldier. Yeah, and that nigga was, he's cool and all, but like Sanjay Wu would whoop his ass if he had Igris and Iron alone with that nigga. You know what I mean? Because like just, I mean, because like really, he can like, I mean, his AOE is like it's strong enough to like blast a building or a dungeon, A-rate dungeon, apart. But like,
Oh no, yeah,
I
Sung's
felt like,
definitely a high dragon. Like he's on the route to becoming above dragon level threat pretty soon.
oh yeah, for sure. It makes me wonder like if the nature hunters are gonna like gang up on that nigga. You know what I mean? Because like he's not fucking with, damn well he's not gonna be fucking with them niggas at all. Like when it gets to that part, it makes me wonder like if them niggas came together as a group, as a collective, would they try to body some? You know what I mean?
I mean, right now, bro. To be honest with you, the most
Yeah, go ahead.
impressive thing that we have, the most impressive thing is Cargill, and
It's who?
it's Cargill.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like even over Idris, Cargill is showing out even over Idris. So as
with the
of
over average and shit, bro. Like that nigga's OP.
bro,
God damn.
I'm not saying Idris ain't strong as fuck. I'm just saying like the one that
Right.
the nigga's been showing out lately the most has by far been Cargill. And
Yeah.
even with him, Baron was still out here, giving Sung some trouble and shit. Baron came out here, pulled out a whole army and shit. So if it's other nation level niggas out here, I'm just wondering like, what do you have that makes you nation level? Because I see it for Sung. Sung is nation level because he has a whole army of niggas that are strong. Like I understand that,
Yeah.
but we saw that like necromancy isn't a skill that most niggas have. It's very very rare.
Uh
So if
huh.
there's more nation level niggas, they can't all be necromancers. It's probably even more likely they're not necromancers. That no other nation level niggas are necromancer. So what kind of power do you have that's nation level? Like, can you set an entire like country on fire, bit? Like, is that what your power is? Like, that's the type of question I'm thinking. Like, we need to see these niggas' powers at these different levels, and I don't like how solo leveling does that. It's creative and different,
Yeah.
but like it's hard to tell some shit sometimes, bro.
Yeah, I can see that. I definitely see that. I feel like, you know, I don't think that. Well, actually, you know what? It strikes me interesting that Yojin Ho father had pointed it out that these hunters are like the aces in, what doesn't stop, people from siding with them, or what doesn't bring down a whole nation, because like them niggas are OP. Like everybody putting their faith and their trust in them, but them niggas are OP, like to the point where the government don't have no handle on them. I mean they sometimes do have a handle on them, but like if they would have come together as a group, there would be nobody stopping them niggas, And I just feel like the position that Sung is in right now, after he settles everything with his family, after he gets his mom back and whatnot, hopefully, after he goes to the Juju raid for his own personal gain, after he builds his own guild, which I was thinking like he may get from the father of Yojin Ho, because he does got more potions of the holy water of life. He had 6 of them when he was crafting.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it makes me wonder that is Yojin Ho father gonna give it to him? Like the whole Yojin architects. But going back to like far as the nature hunters, you see like the strife and like the associations in Korea. You see that they're aiming towards being a nation hunter, as far as the S rank hunters. Like you see how they all volunteer to go to the GG raid because it's beneficial to them. But like, I don't believe them niggas are capable of being actual nation hunters. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way.
The Japanese
Even the
niggas.
nigga, no, Korean. I'm talking about the Korean and Japanese. Because I remember when the Hunters Guild, Choi Jin In was talking about, I'll gradually volunteer, right? He was looking for self gain because like after that, he found out that Sung Jin Woo was an S rank. He was the 10th F rank in Korea. So he was very interested in getting him on the side. And I feel like he was trying to get some self gain from the raid, the upcoming raid that's gonna happen. And I feel like the nigga from Japan is gonna, he's aiming to get some gain from, some status, from the raid. But I don't feel like it's gonna happen his way. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like it's gonna go his way. And
Yeah, it's pretty obvious that like the narrative will probably like bring up some obstacles. The plan in general seems like it's gonna be obstacle based. It's just like I'm actually starting to question like the author, not like in terms of quality of the
how
story, but
so?
like um okay, so this is like something that I've recently been thinking about. So I don't know if it has credibility or weight behind it, but like um so apparently you can make webtoons, right? It's not that crazy to
Right,
like to go to like the webtoons website and like if you're skilled enough to start making your own works, and if it picks up popularity, you start getting sponsored, right? They do that,
right,
opening it up to the public, let everybody try, and then the best will come out of the group, and they weed them out like that, right? Great strategy to find great artists through mass and also make money. At the same
right.
time, uh, at the same time, you could be finding like unrefined individuals. Like somebody may be a fucking godly artist, but they may suck at fucking actually writing. An individual may be a fucking amazing author, but their drawing capabilities may not be on par. So imagine if
Right.
you get an individual who, let's just say, focus on those two traits, right? Because you need to have more than
Uh-huh.
just that to be a good mangaka. But let's say that we're just looking at your ability to draw and your storytelling capability. If those two things are good, niggas may not bother to like really go into that shit. Like
I got you.
yeah, and it may be like a nigga that's actually like that's not really that good, but it seems that way because everything's just just rounded out, And solo leveling may be a concept like that. That's what I'm starting to feel that like everything's pretty okay. It's pretty solid. The art's fucking amazing, but it's a
Yeah.
story that like it worries me. It's like there are things that you would think in other storylines would be a lot bigger plot points or would be emphasized a lot more or would matter a lot more, but in solo it's not the case, or it's like a little bit less or a little bit more. um they off screen certain things that like you necessarily wouldn't off screen, but it's the author's choice, or like things are skipped
Right.
over or assumed that like you necessarily wouldn't assume,
It's
or
ambiguous.
yeah, shit like that, yeah. And it's like some of these things, it makes me question like whether it's the author himself, like the editors and shit like that, like they're youthful or like they don't have much experience, or maybe their quality isn't like the same, or maybe this is truly what the the industry of mangakas works and is like. If you're a big ass company, this is one of the things that being a big ass company like does for you. Like Shonen Jump or whatever, like you have billions of dollars, you can afford to like be picky to who you allow to draw for you, to write for you, compared to like a company like let's say Webtoons, right? That like may not be on the same basis. They're using a strategy where they're getting anybody can draw and can apply their story, and the biggest ones are the ones that will sponsor, and maybe something like that. And that's what I'm saying. That like they could be sponsoring an amateur while Shonen Jump's looking for a professional, proven professional. And I think the
Right.
quality of the story may be reflecting that in small aspects, but I just don't know if that's a plausible theory or a plausible way of thinking.
I mean, there's been talk about in like far as anti Twitter, that people are they're gravitating towards the novel over. the manhwa because it basically explains more details of what goes behind the scenes and the missed parts of what we don't see in the manhwa. And like it makes me want to dive into like the light novel series and read it, but I don't want to spoil my enjoyment right now. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I enjoy it for what it is. Like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Like I fuck with Soul 11 because to me it's enjoyable than half the shit I read. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, because I mean, sure it's raw, but like it gotta be some. It gotta have value, right? And like the value that it brings to me, it brings me the fact that I'm not searching for more. I'm not searching for like what could, like the shit that people are always noticing, like are always emphasizing on Twitter that oh they don't do this or they don't do this like that, and like they don't have they don't have an overall story. It doesn't. It's just like the man is solo leveling up to be the greatest hunter ever, right? Because he doesn't want to die. But I feel it could be strongly connected towards the fact that he's becoming a man of his own. Like he's becoming a strong, independent, you know, as far as warrior, I think. And like I feel like he's strongly, swaying towards the fact that he might break away from his family at some point. I'm hoping that that's the case. Like I'm hoping that since the fact that he brings his mother back, something's big gonna happen to the point where he's not gonna be able to, keep around his family with him at all times. Like he's gonna have to break away from it, and like he's gonna find his own way in life. Like he's finally gonna move away from that. But if for something like that to happen, it would have to be dramatic. Like what threat would come his way? Because like there is a threat. I mean, there's still a big ass threat that he doesn't know about, but his father knows about. And how are they gonna play? Like how are they gonna meet up and like talk about the threat? And it just, if I could put my words together, it just makes me feel that solo leveling is
Spit it out,
to
make it
me.
down.
I'm trying to get it out, bro. To me, it's like solo leveling is better than. Okay, it makes me appreciate solo leveling because when he started out, he didn't have nobody around this nigga, right? He grew up on his own. I mean, he came up on his own, and like he doesn't need support systems. He doesn't need people around him. Like even though the secondary characters are important to the story, even though they can be fleshed out more in the story, which I hope they do get fleshed out more in the story, but it doesn't need to work for me. Like the fact that it's a story where he levels up on his own, he gets what he needs to get on his own, and the fact that he's strong enough to be on his own, for himself, I feel like it's straight, it's straightforward. You know what I mean? Like I think that's what the author was trying to portray as far as the manhwa. But if he's gonna get the anime, he gotta keep the ball rolling, and like I feel like this is the formula to make it happen.
I thought he's already getting that.
With the anime?
I saw the announcement that.
No, no. Those are petitions to get the anime going. I feel like it's gonna happen though. I feel like it's gonna happen because why not? Because like Jamini's box has been capitalizing on solo leveling. Like
What does that
after
mean?
who?
What does that mean?
I'm saying like the fandom is going crazy over it. Like it's gonna happen to the point where people are gonna start wanting the anime. And the fact that they just announced that Tower of God and Noblest is getting animated finally.
TOG's getting that anime.
After yeah, after all them years, yeah, hell yeah, it's
And
getting animated.
Noblest too. Is Noblest good?
I haven't read Noblest. I think him and read it, and he said it's like one of his favorites as
Yeah,
far
I
as
know
the
mine
manhwa
is.
series.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Might be on that
and
heavy.
like and Tower of God is one of those where you gotta like you gotta sit through it, but like it's pretty damn enjoyable. Like The first season was good. Second season was good, but it had too much fucking Bam in it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with Bam, but like niggas gotta understand that there's other characters that came up with this nigga, like that grew up with this nigga, like as far as being the lowest rank, you know, as far as being on the 20th floor and shit like that. But I haven't seen progression from Coon or Rock or
Well, nigga, we don't know who
I
none
mean,
of them niggas is.
damn, you don't know?
We don't know who none of them niggas is.
Damn, Graham, I thought you read it.
Nope. Hopped off that.
So you never read it?
I read the first 10 chapters.
Okay. And you don't like it?
I'm not gonna say that. I just say I had difficulty continuing.
Okay.
It was definitely
What
interesting and shit.
then what was it about Solo Leveling that you gravitated towards?
It was easy to keep going, and the art was really good. Like it wasn't like.
I mean, yeah, it was easy flowing, but like at the same time,
Tower God, it was
you.
just too much information, or like it
Okay,
was
I
too
got
much.
you.
Yeah, just constantly too much, and I was like, okay, who's that? And like, what? And like, why is that happening? And then why do you keep saying this word? Yeah, there's different bunch of shit. With Solo, it was like, all right, this is happening. You got to do this, and then he got past that. Oh, badass! Right. Past that. The drawings looks fucking amazing, and then I was like, all right, bet, let me keep going. And the premise too, like, all right, this thing's gonna go from 0 to like 100. All right, bet, let's do it. That was working too. Right. So it just had so many things rolling for it, but like, I don't know what happened to TLG.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I started getting into TLG as well because I didn't feel it was progressing. I mean, even though that nigga was, getting power, that nigga was constantly getting power. But like, what's the point of getting power if you're not going all the way to the max, with your abilities? If you're not pushing yourself to the limit, I feel like Sanjay Wu does that more times than anybody in the motherfucking verse. In that verse.
Word.
And the fight with Baron, I feel like it could have been longer. But like, I'm glad it didn't go on longer because like I'm glad it finished like in that chapter or the episode, whatnot.
Yeah, because the way it would go longer. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like I feel like some parts of me like wanted it to go a little bit longer because the way that hoe was going, bro, I wanted to see Son lose an arm or something, bro. But like then again, that nigga would have his recuperative powers and shit on deck. Like he does.
He can't regenerate now, huh?
Yeah, he did it twice. He did it twice in the motherfucking dungeon with the spider, the boss of spider, and like that nigga with the stealth ability. Yeah. He did it twice. But like, to me as a reader, I don't want to see that nigga like. I want to see that nigga like, progress in a way that is more, realistic. Like far as even if he is a S rank hunter, there's still trials and tribulations for this nigga to go through. There's still meaning towards being the greatest hunter because like there's still gonna be obstacles in his way. Bigger obstacles than he had done before, you know what I mean? Like I wanted Baron to be the nigga that made that nigga, sweat a lot because I feel like Baron was capable of parrying his attacks. The fact that Isel was the one that saved that nigga, basically.
Saved who, Baron?
No, saved some.
I mean, yeah, but like, I don't know, bro. Like, I was rereading and I was like, you could have done it, son.
He could have recuperated or something.
I get what the author was going for, but like, son could have.
Yeah.
Son's a monster.
I mean, it was a cool finish towards defeating him. It just made me feel like there should have been more, you know what I mean? But I'm glad to see there's more progression going on in the story that it doesn't make you feel like, one-sided. Like we didn't get off track ever since we were stuck with this nigga, from the beginning.
Oh yeah.
He's just been climbing his way towards, getting his mom right, getting his family right. But like, what's more for him? Like, what's his story? Like, after the fact that he, gets his mom, settled. Like, is he gonna have an actual life to live? Besides hunting in dungeons. But like the nigga even stated that he was gonna remain hunting in dungeons. So I guess that's his only way of life. It really is.
All right.
All right, yeah.
Uh, Jump your thoughts on One Punch real fast. Oh, you gotta set up the poll question we want to read. So, what are your thoughts on the recent chapters, bro?
On One Punch.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, bro. Let me think. Cause Neon was he was facing out Drive Night, and I feel like that nigga got done and dirty. Even though, I feel like I heard opinions from Sasuke of how, if I believe it was Sasuke, how the nigga could go through bodies and like be the ultimate motherfucking threat to like like weak humans and shit like that, or heroes. And like the fact that he went so hard on the first,
Oh,
in
hold
that
on, you
one
not caught
chapter
up,
where
bro?
what you talking about?
You're not caught up with One Punch?
Yeah, I am caught up.
Oh, okay.
The fact that when he went up to the surface and faced off with them C-listers and A-listers and whatnot, he just bodied them niggas, and like that was raw. That was a little bit raw, and the fact that when he got to Drive Night, it was like, what else can you do? Like that nigga was going blow. He was trying to act flex, act tough, try to overcome it, but like he couldn't overcome it because he's not like Sphinx man, or he's not like Homeless Emperor, or he's not like like one of the motherfuckers that can like actually progress during a fight. But like, yeah, that nigga got skewered like real bad, and like I, I was like, damn, Dry Night that nigga, bro. And
All right.
it made me want. Now go ahead.
No. Finish. I'm gonna get some water real fast.
It,
Keep going.
I was thinking about Atomic. Is that nigga gonna get back into the fray? Because like that nigga had got hit heavy, and the fact that Genos hasn't popped up yet, I'm thinking that nigga might not. He might come, but like, what would be his role? As far as because them niggas, because like half the motherfucking association of the Monster Association is like getting done in. Am I and my Lord and Savior Pig God, bro? Like that nigga is. I believe that nigga gonna prevail as well, bro. Like he made me think that he was gonna have like corrosive acid, probably as a power up or something like that. Like he spits vomit that's acid level, like like atomic acid level that can like melt people to death or some shit. Like I just want to see some wild shit in from Pig God, bro. That's my nigga. And I kind of want to see I want to see Zombie Man some more because that's my nigga as well. I want to see if it's like Tom and them gonna catch up to actually fighting somebody who's worthy of a challenge. Then we got Garo ass who body Puri prisoner. Hi, damn, with the bristles on too. And that was like a feat for Puri prisoner because like that nigga had them bristles on deck. Like as soon as that nigga came in contact with that bloodlust, bro, he was like, oh shit. It still got body. I'm like, damn.
Hey, Sasuke
Like,
and
yeah.
Morgan. My niggas back with the poll questions.
Oh, we got poll questions?
I'm not caught up, so I can try.
Now listen, try. Where you at now?
Yo.
Either way, bro, one chapter's worth of shit ain't gonna kill you.
I'm on 111.
You on 111 again?
I've been on 111.
He said
Are you-
again.
Again.
He went back to it. He went
Yeah.
back to it.
I thought this nigga was reading while we was talking, bro. Like that would have been the perfect
Nah,
time.
heck no.
The perfect time skip or something, nigga. Like damn,
No,
nigga.
key, it really would have been.
Why would I change? Think, man. Think.
But yeah.
All right, so let me read the poll questions. then we can start on this shit. Wait 1 second. Bad, we gotta move the rest of this shit up. Alright. Now we're good. Now. Alright, bet. No, now we're good. Alright, bet. Now we're good. Now we need to hurry up. Alright. So, as promised to the viewers, we missed the One Punch Man podcast reading the poll questions, so we're going to be doing them now. The questions that we asked for this week were: does Bishop remind you of G4? Drive Night versus.
Did we answer that?
Yeah, we talked about that in podcast. Yeah. Drive Night versus Phoenix Man design. Tactical Transformation Gold versus Brave Giant. Tactical Transformation Gold versus Genos. Is Neon the weakest Kadere? Was this fight better than Darkshine's? Drive Night rank evaluation. Favorite transformation. And Neon versus the Ninja Duo. So I guess we can go through them real fast one by one, and then we'll go through everybody's responses. So, what's up? What y'all think? Does Bishop remind you of G4? Oh, shit.
Give me a second, because my blows and shit fucking up. But while I'm still here, yeah, it does. Damn.
God dang, who blocked me?
You heard that shit?
Beating the hell out of my.
Your grandma. Which poll you on right now?
Go in the Discord where it says poll questions.
Right. Yeah.
All right, and then just scroll up to the first or the last message that I sent, and I'm just reading off the questions before we start reading other people's responses. So the first question, after I ask it, just respond, Tom, because just use Suzuki, because Morgan he can't read it. But does Bishop remind you of G4?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I bet. Oh fuck! I fucked up bad.
What happened?
I unplugged the thing, so now it's all like.
You did what?
Alright, we good now. We good. Not bad. I was fucking up on the street. No, I was saying. Alright. So that was the first one. The second question: Drive Night versus Phoenix Man, in terms of who has a better design.
Oh yeah, see, we did answer some of these. Yeah, I said Phoenix. We didn't go through all of these, but we answered some.
You seen the design, right, Morgan? Or no?
For Drive Night, I seen a little bit.
I'm gonna drop a panel right now. And you tell me which one looks better, that or the Phoenix Man panel.
You talking about Phoenix Man final form, right?
Yeah, nigga, any of the forms.
No, I don't know about any of them now.
Yeah, you tripping?
Brilliant Eagle, that was heat. Falcon was cool. The first one, nah, that ain't it.
You fucked it up because it's actually 4 or 3. No, it's 4.
How you gonna say I messed up and you messed up? What a panel?
I'm about to drop it right now.
Okay. First one, I know that. Oh yeah, I did see that panel. Oh, I don't know. That look good.
This is Ghost Fire, ain't it?
I think I saw one in gold too.
Yep. Niggas went crazy on Reddit with the different color schemes.
Yeah, I might go
Somebody cutting their toenails, bro.
So
I was clicking my mouse.
Oh.
You heard that? I'm gonna go Drive Night there.
Perk you up to follow me so you check out my execution.
The only thing about Phoenix is his face. I don't like seeing that. I want to see it. I want to see more of a bird. And his face
Okay.
actually inside the costume.
I mean, it can close, my nigga, but okay.
I mean, did it when he transformed?
Sometimes curious. Oh, okay. There you go.
Drive Night.
I'm
That's my pick.
Yo, do y'all hear that, bro?
here what?
Nah.
Oh
What the
shit, it's
fuck is
cricket over
that?
here.
I'm about to go through and mute everybody. Fuck. All right,
Do what you gotta do.
all right. No. It's cause it's connected to the game. I guess like game audio goes through. So I was hearing this nigga and this bitch arguing. All right. So your nigga said Phoenix Silver Drive now, right?
Yeah.
Facts confirmed. All right, next one is Tactical Transformation Gold.
Not all of us said that.
Oh, you
Yeah, I'm a terrorist too, right?
credulous.
That's got to be one of the best moments from you. He said, "I'm not a terrorist." That's something a terrorist will say. But still, Drive Night for me.
All right. This one's for Thomas Suzuki. The Gold Transformation versus Brave Giant will fight.
You talking about fighting?
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Have we seen all of Driving Night movie? That nigga got ice up the hole.
It don't matter, bro. It's only what we seen.
Well, shit. You want to be
Brave
real?
Giant. You got
Yeah,
Brave
yeah.
Giant.
I got Brave Giant too, nigga.
Alright, bet. How about Tactical Transformation Gold versus Genos, the one that followed the Centipede.
Oh. That's tough. That's
Ain't
tough.
that damn tough, nigga. Come on now. You know it's Drive Night.
Hell no.
Nah, it's actually tough. Like, nigga, he cracked Elder Centipede shit.
Yep.
I
I
mean
mean,
that's
sure. But like that's a different opponent though, my nigga.
After he got
nigga.
cut in half.
I'm
Okay.
saying that's a like nigga. If even Bang and Bomb couldn't do that shit collectively,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard because I feel like if they were fighting each other, I would probably I don't know. I would have to go with Drive Night for now until like yeah, I would have to go with Drive Night. I would have to, but it would be that would be that would be tough. That would be really tough.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna go with Genos because like him fighting up against Garo like that and showing that he has a lot of battle prowess, like in combat and shit. Like he can fight a nigga
Bruh.
that got hands and weaponry and shit. Like you can put in that work.
That was so raw when Gino showed up. Garo was like, "Oh shit!" That nigga said, "The demon cyborg." He said, "No." That nigga's like, "No." He's like, it was funny because he was getting his ass whooped by Bang, but he was like, when Gino showed up, he was oh no Gino showed up first, I think. Yeah, he did. But he was like, I know this nigga ain't gonna let me get away. He was
Yeah.
like, fuck.
That's what I love about One Punch, bro. Like niggas' reactions to shit and I still allow the shonen to say anything, but like the way one be doing it, bro, like one be setting that shit up, bro. Like that Sea King setup, dog. Like nigga, like that shit low key got everybody emotional, but like that shit got niggas into One Punch for real, dog. Sea King, man.
You
But
talking about when he was bodying Moomin Rider?
hey, you
Yeah,
can
I was
really
hyped off
move it.
that.
Hell yeah.
Justice crash.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I saw that Trash Can King
Shut the fuck up.
Huh? Yeah,
Fuck.
kick him.
Nigga said,
Who
what?
No, hold on.
the
What's
fuck you talking to, bro? I'm like,
What-
nigga, I'll have
what-
you fucked, nigga. No
Stop,
condom
chill
shit, bro.
out.
What the fuck, bro? Matter of fact,
Hold
I'll
on.
give you that one drug, scopopamine and shit. Make you forget and not know what the fuck you doing and be super suggestive. I'm gonna have you voluntarily go to a glory hole, suck off a whole gang of niggas and shit. You get bukkake or whatever. Then you gonna pay them niggas for the bukkake. You gonna take pictures, videotape it, and then you gonna be known as a gay hoe.
I thought you just typed those things out. I ain't think you actually said them.
Yeah,
I thought you just a texter.
I'm a pit.
Hey, I didn't even finish my comment.
You seen the video where ASAP Rocky said he was slipping on semen, and
Yeah,
then ASAP
What?
Ferg was up there looking, and he was
Yeah.
like ASAP Ferg was looking at him. That's how I was looking. That's how I was looking when Grim was saying all that shit. I'm like, bro, I was like, I was with you, but now I don't know.
I'm conflicted, though.
It went off. No, but what was the kid? What was the hostage name? Wani something.
What Gama?
Mugama.
Yeah, but it was a monster that was faking as him.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
When King was like, "No, you don't want to do anything. You'll get nothing but despair around me." And the monster was like, "Oh, he figured me out. How?" But King was saying that because he's such a punk.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
he always getting dubbed. He can't
Bro,
even. Hey,
watch your fucking mouth, bro. Alright?
getting dubbed is bad.
You got me fucked up. Oh,
You
my
a dub?
fucking
Nigga taking anything as an insult.
Yeah.
like, none of that shit, nigga. King melted that bitch ass nigga. That's all I want to hear about the situation. That's it.
His heart wasn't even thumping and he beat him. Like,
Cause
jeez.
nigga, you telling me King killed him
I
before he
ain't
killed
bitching.
him? So he stopped his heart before he killed him? Bro, what the fuck?
Well, I guess he did. It was off screen.
King strong as
Yeah.
hell, bro.
He ain't that strong. Yo, who was that? It was a Dark Shine. He said, "There's three people you don't want to anger." King, what?
Exactly.
he said, King, Tatsumaki, and me. Like,
Doc Sean a real nigga, though.
one of those is not the same as the other.
It is.
Yeah, Dark Shine.
What do you mean, Dark Shine one shot at Bug God?
And King one shot at everybody he went up against.
He one shot at Garo.
Garo. He didn't fight
Yeah,
that nigga.
exactly. He would have got a wash by him. Say Tama washed
No, he
him.
wasn't. Huh?
You
He
think
was got
King could
watched like
beat
the others.
King could beat Garo?
Of course.
Nigga, he did.
The fuck?
You say I'm capping all the time. Why you
King
do this
already
around
beat
Grim?
Goro. King already did. Yeah, he
What
ran
was the
up on,
topic?
when they was riding on the bike, he ran up on King and Saitama, and then King bodied the fuck out that nigga. He hit him with that like 15-fold after image and shit, and then just
Oh
bodied
yeah.
that bitch ass nigga.
That
He
nigga said he could attack from every
Yeah.
angle.
They could do anything. And say Tama just kicked him.
Like, nah, it ain't nothing.
Did y'all see the karate chop dubbed? They linked it in the chat. That jump sounded so bad. I'm a dub head, but jeez, that was bad.
All right. So now let's do. Is Neon the weakest cadre?
Name all the cadres if you can.
You
Morgan.
got Rover.
Me, homeless
No, I'm
emperor.
just saying. Anybody.
Oh, anybody?
He
Homeless
definitely ain't stronger
Emperor.
than homeless.
Big Mouth.
Oh, Gums? He might be stronger than Gums,
Gums.
maybe. Maybe.
That's what I was feeling, too.
That's all I remember. And
Um,
Black
got
Sperm,
Black-
right?
Black Sperm, Evil Natural Water.
Nah, he ain't stronger
Water?
than them niggas.
He definitely stronger than water, ain't he?
No,
What?
he's not. He is not.
I mean, I ain't seen him, so
You
I
don't
don't know.
Nigga,
lie.
keep reading.
I'll see.
We got Rover, then we got
Rover tanked a punch from Saitama.
but any other nigga, bro?
I'll say he's second weakest.
Who's the first weakest?
Gums until he proves otherwise.
That's fucking
Right.
like wow. I mean, I get it because all he did was follow bug god or pig god, but like, who else has swallowed pig god?
I mean, but that's his power though. He got to prove, like, I don't know. He got to, now if he just they duke it out or whatever, pig got on the ropes. Maybe I can change it, but I feel like Neon has the potential. I feel like Neon had the potential to like possibly kill somebody like Pig God if they were to fight, given his powers.
And wasn't them two niggas from the ninja village also cadres and shit?
I don't think they cadres.
Nah.
Okay.
Um, next question. Was this fight better than Darkshine's fight?
You know you troll with that shit, man.
God damn.
Fight, quote unquote fight. Yes, it was better than the Darkshine fight.
Next we asked, Drive Night rank evaluation. Should he go up in rank, down in rank, stay the same? Is he justified? How you feel?
Wait. Okay. So is the question asked me, is his rank going to jump up?
No. Your opinion about it. Not whether it's going to jump up or
I
not,
mean,
but how do you feel like, in your opinion, should he have a higher rank now? Should he be a lower rank? Should he stay the same? Yeah, shit like that.
he should definitely have a higher rank, considering
Yeah.
that he did he literally saved the mission. If it wasn't
I
for
agree.
him, Mario Wagama would have died. That was their whole objective.
In
That's
front of
literally
the
their
nigga
objective.
that yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
In front of the nigga that that got everybody together and shit. I mean, he ain't no help with his laser eye or nothing like that, but I know he yeah,
Zekangar.
Saking. Yeah, Sakingar, yeah. So he definitely gonna raise him up.
Yeah.
I think he's earned his rank. I don't think he should go up. It's just because the people around him are like nobody really around him has done anything to lose their position. They've actually done things to solidify their position, and I don't think he's done
But yeah,
anything to overcome them. Like I don't think he can body Darkshine, but maybe he could. I don't think he can catch up with Flashy Flash, but maybe he could block some flashes or something. But I don't think Darkshine overshines anybody that's above him or overwhelms him. I didn't see that from what we saw. They've all put out pretty strong performances individually and shit. So I think his rank should stay the same.
okay.
Favorite transformation this chapter?
In that chapter
Yeah, the chapter.
or in general?
Right? Yeah, in general.
What you mean in the chapter, bro?
Oh,
Shit. I mean, I guess the goal.
Can we
yeah,
do the art
gold.
so far?
No, nigga. I mean, if y'all want to talk
Dang,
about that right now, go ahead. What's up?
I can't chime in on the other one.
All right, what's up?
Orochi.
See you. Roach.
Oh, you see Saitama
Yeah,
versus Orochi already?
yeah, that transformation.
That shit was sick, wasn't it?
Yeah. Even though I think Grievous was trashing Orochi, the transformation was still dope though.
You gotta smack niggas like Grievous sometimes, bro.
Man, you thought the blast he did through it,
I
man,
mean, you seen him live in the
beautiful.
city, bro? Yeah.
Ooh, the blast?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was tumbling everything.
Yeah.
Well, the Nova did that too,
Yeah.
but Orochi did.
What you think was more impressive?
Mm, probably Orochi's.
It was bigger too, right?
Yeah,
A
I think
lot.
so.
It was several times bigger.
Well, I don't know. God dang, Nova went all the way to the moon. Well, past it.
Yeah, high atmosphere and shit. If you look at the picture of Orochi again, the explosion is bigger than his body. Like when he lets it off,
Yeah.
that shit crazy, bro. Like
Dang.
Fuck. I think my favorite would be Phoenix. This arc. Phoenix Loki probably got the best design out of all the characters. Loki.
It was a great transformation. It really was.
Makes sense.
And then finally we got Ninja Duo versus Neon.
Versus who?
Neon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got Neon.
Whoa.
Huh?
For real?
Yeah.
You dead serious?
Why wouldn't I be serious?
He's coming after Flashy, bro. They is fast as fuck.
Yeah, they're extremely fast, but I don't think that's. I feel like if he wasn't like, if Neon wasn't like a monster who couldn't take like a single slash or something like that, because I do think he would be able to survive something like that, unless they literally just I don't know lob his head off, no difficulty or whatever. That's why I don't like the speed feats a lot of the times. Not that I don't like seeing fast people. It's just that
Yeah.
it's hard to talk about them because it's like in any given situation, as long as the enemy isn't resistant to getting their head chopped the fuck off, then they should win every fight, right? But it never works out like that. So I do think Neon with his powers being able to like slip through any like that shit is crazy the way what he did to despite me not really liking the fight really, it's kind of crazy how he was just able to like go through a tiny little crack in dry night shit, and he was just like no like big pause, but he was just like swimming in that nigga's body.
no, ain't no way to say no homo with that, bro. Like that's strong homo, bro. Like
It was,
he's swimming in that nigga, bro. Like he's all up in that nigga.
That nigga was surfing the net.
he was like laying back and chilling like that's crazy. Like he was saying in the fight, like he could go through someone's eyes, he could go through their nose, go through like if they open their mouth, he could just go in there. Another pause, but no, I don't know. I guess it all goes down to like how fast they are comparatively, because I do think Neon is up there with them. I don't think he's faster than them ultimately, but let's say if they didn't transform immediately, then yeah, I
Yeah.
think Neon could kill him. I definitely think he could.
Especially if Neon was meticulous. You know what I mean? And he was calculating every move and shit.
I don't know,
I feel
bro.
like
He
that.
might try to run right away.
I mean, yeah, but like, I feel like his move, his skill set, it's like, it's pretty, it's formidable. Like, I mean, it can be polished into like something, fierce, but like, I don't know if his, his mindset was on the right page. If he was to face them two, you know what I mean? Because like he would want to run away, but like if it was a lower tier nigga, he would square up, my nigga, square up. You know, he, and he might want to just get him, kill him and whatnot. Like his conviction changed as soon as he quit the Monster Association. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So let's start
Yeah.
reading these polls and shit. We gotta end this pretty soon. Damn, yeah, we're already 2 hours and 30 minutes. We gotta end this. All right.
Please tell me the Packers lost.
You bet money on it?
I said, please tell me. I don't know.
Oh, let me look real quick.
Lions winning. Let's go.
I'm ready. This first one.
What? In the other chat, they say they about to choke. What's going on?
Who, the Lions?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know.
it
Let
seems
Grant
like
talk.
it.
God dang.
All right. So, let me read these real fast. All right. So the first one is from Odiacoptis. Number 1, he says G4, more like armored gorilla or brave giant. I guess. All right. Number 2, he says Phoenix Man's a little too beautiful. True.
Hmm?
For number 3, against gold. We haven't seen enough of gold besides defense to really say anything. Unless Brave Giant finds a way to get inside of gold as a gay. Number 4, Genos isn't even much of a dragon. You're trash. Number 5, can't say for sure. He'd probably destroy Gums from the inside or just outspeed him. Okay. Next he says, Darkseid had a fight. When was this? You talking about that bug guy? Yeah, whatever, bro. Number 7, he says, as in his rank 9. Well, he's undefeated and relatively unknown, so 9 would work. But for real ranking, he'd be right above suck a dick. Number 8, Knight, when he smashed that pussy, confirmed. And number 9, 2-on-1. I guess monster form ninjas would win, but individually, give it to the Kagane. All right, that's something to consider. Who wants to go next?
I'll go. I'll read. Let's see. Let's see. Who I want to read? I'll read. I'll read some skull nigga. King Reese. Number 1, Bishop looks similar, yeah, but it's different for sure. Like a more Roman theme, as G5 looked more like a samurai. Plus, G5 only fought with a sword, when Bishop just looks physically strong. Number 2, Drive Knight transformations is on another level. A badass, plus he looks evil as hell. Number 3, Gold for sure. I think. Uh, wait, what is CTG? Tactical what? Gold?
TTG, Tactical Transformation
Yeah.
Gold.
Okay. I'm not saying all that. I'm just say TTG. TTG is at least mid dragon, and he took no damage from Neon Feline Retribution, so that's already more durable than. That's already more durable than Brave Giant plus that heat factor.
He's
Uh,
too
number
slow.
number 4, Drive Knight claps. He is too swift with it, and Genos can only wish to be him. Plus, Genos has no durability anymore. But don't get me wrong, Genos should be insanely powerful now.
Nigga, we're talking about EC Genos. The nigga that fought EC. Niggas are fucking credulous, bro. They just want to suck that drive, dude. Like you said, bro. They're all in that bitch up, dog.
Number 5, no, I think Gums probably is, or if you're ugly. Oh, this was who's the weakest cadre. See, yeah, if you're ugly, I'm not sure about him either. Like those are the two we just don't know anything really. We don't even got like that's the thing. Like even with evil natural water, we have like the lore of like him being like him being like the secret weapon. So it's at least that for him. We don't have none of that for Gums or Fury Ugly. They just popped up. Um, and we can't even compare them because we don't even know how strong Sweet Mass is. But 6, yes, of course, no competition. I don't know what 6 was. 7, Drive Knight S class, rank 6, and overall is the best all around hero, but not the most powerful. But I'm sure he has at least a high dragon form. Number 8, TTG looks like a Super Saiyan cyborg. He looking like a mechanical Boros. Yeah.
Confirmed.
Number 9, the ninja duo can defeat anyone who is not a high dragon, which Neon is, which is not. So, huh? So, oh, GG for a lot of people versus them. I thought you were saying I thought that was like abbreviation for a name. Hashtag King Engine, hashtag bitch, hashtag sweet gang, hashtag drive gang, hashtag credible.
Damn, nigga. Every single hashtag in Discord. All right, Morgan. Tom?
Yeah, let me find.
Yeah, I was about to say pass. I don't know everything, so I'm good.
I'm gonna get Jimmy, bro. Let me see. One Bishop. Bishop definitely resembles G4. My theory is each G's are test subjects and acquire data from different battles to enhance his own. Hmm. Number two, I say I'd say Phoenix design. It is unexpected and nobody saw it coming. Whoa. I mean, to me it was like, Phoenix Man design was it unexpected? Yeah, but that nigga did have some badass designs though. Like even the revised versions of them hoes was killing. Anyway, number three, TCG Brave Giant runs on a 3 minute timer unless BG Brave Giant can land a hit. TCG one ups BG in both versatility and durability. Plus, we still don't we still do not know the extent of Drive Night transformation, which I was saying. But I still give it to motherfucking Brave Giant. Number four, TCG smoked Genos. Genos knows he's weak. What the fuck?
No,
He
we just
admits.
capping, man. Oh my God. Jesus
he admits.
Christ.
It says he admits his vulnerability during the fight with EC, but that's what makes him dangerous and such a great character. He will surpass Drive Knight. No, Will is capitalized all the way. Will surpass Drive Knight. And number five, Guns is the weakest cadre.
All right.
Number six was definitely better than Darkshine's fight. Number seven, Drive Knight's S class, the ranks 9 makes sense. Okay. And number eight, Phoenix Man transformation, just the overall paralysis of each transformation and the unexpectancy of it. Nobody anticipated such an epic fight between Child Emperor and PM and Phoenix Man. Yeah, I agree because I was trying to figure out like how the hell is Child Emperor gonna handle this nigga? And let me see. Well, let's see. Would have liked to see PM evolve even further. Hell yeah, bro. Bro, I would have loved to see that nigga like transform one more time, bro, just to be Gallo, but I know that would be like a reach. And have one or two more S class join the fray. Okay. Number nine, depends. Same as Flashy versus Atomic. In an open area, the ninja duos in close quarter combat, Neon, Pound, Engine Gang, King Engine.
Gang, gang.
Yeah. All right, that was it from Jimmy. I agree with some of the hosts. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan, you wanna just read off one?
Where is it?
Just in the poll questions, bro.
Oh,
Like read that nigga ground but credible.
Grand Book Credible. All right. Shit, where the questions at?
Bro, dead ass in the Discord of Grim Discord.
I got it. I got it,
Go.
Tom. I got it. I was looking
All
for the
right,
questions.
all right.
But the first one is I can see the resemblance. I hadn't noticed it before until it was pointed out to me. Number two is while I like Phoenix's streamlined design, Drive Night was just aesthetically pleasing and badass. Three, I see Gold taking the dub. Very durable and simply and similar output to the Nova. Plus, Brave has a time limit.
What? Hold on, read that again.
Uh,
Hold on.
Read
I
Read
that shit
it
see
again.
again. Nigga.
I see Gold taking the dub. Very durable and similar output to the Nova. Plus, Brave has a time limit. What was that about? Drive Night versus Child Emperor?
Yep.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
was
Okay.
thinking about that shit too, cause like I'm like, damn, try remember that other guy time limit.
Yeah, you do got a 3 minute time limit? Yeah.
And they
Yeah,
can
bro.
blast you to the moon in that time limit. So I don't want to hear it.
If he hits you, yeah.
2 minutes if he hits you. He hit Phoenix.
Mm.
You ain't fast
Just
as Phoenix.
all you gotta do is sidestep that beam.
Said sidestep, nigga, please.
4 is Gold, obviously. Genos was going all out against Elder Centipede, and Drive killed Naya without a scratch.
Neon.
Spoilers.
They're
Neon.
not comparable.
They're not
Come
comparable.
on, man.
Five, hell no. I see him slicing up gums in Fury. Who's that? 6,
Mitchell.
yeah. All right, yeah. Dark Shine's fight was short and Bug Guy didn't give off a Dark Shine. Not even giving Dark Shine a good fight. Drive's fight was extravagant and had a decent fight length. That may be true. I ain't there yet. 7, I either keep Drive where he's at or put him a rank or two above. Jeez.
I'm trying to think about that.
8, Gold reminded me of Boros and looked raw as hell.
Confirmed.
9, I'm gonna keep it credible and say Naya gets clapped, but I'll give him a credit as I definitely see him beating an individual ninja. Hashtag King Engine. Trash.
But number 8, when he said Burrows look alike, I agree, bro, because like that's probably why I didn't necessarily go with the design
Mm,
over
okay.
Phoenix Man.
Let me
But
see
go
if
ahead.
I was seeing if Gang wrote anything, but he didn't.
All right. I think that's about it. Um, we'll usually do a lot more. We'll probably do like two each for the next session, but this one ran really long. Me and Suzuki was we sitting there vibing and our shit in the beginning. So we gonna see our boys next time with it. Like we said in the beginning, we plan to in about 2 weeks time period to like start up our official Minecraft server and shit. Whenever we do the weekly roundups or anything like that individually, um, it'll be on that. Um, so make sure that if you have a PC, if you are Java, if you want to join the server, you make sure you come to Discord and you get that information real quick. We'll send it to you. You join the family. We'll be building the show, getting this shit together, my niggas. Make sure you check out Suki's channel. Bad ass fucking content. I've been putting in that work. Check out Tom's channel. Same
Man.
shit. Hey, Morgan, you got a
yo,
channel already, yeah, or not?
yo,
Nah,
anytime, bro.
nah, I
Like,
don't.
just check it out.
um, and check out the Monster Anomaly videos that are coming up. Like I said before, uh, we did two recently. Um, planning to do three more. One will drop tomorrow. And the other two will be longer ones. Most like the most likely involving other series like Seven Deadly Sins and bigger creatures. Um, over the holiday season, probably around Christmas and shit like that. Um, we are gonna do Boros and the and the big ass niggas. So stay tuned for that. I want to do the Death Note as well too. So we got a variety of shit. You probably gonna hear Suzuki's voice on a bunch of them shit. So we'll see how niggas about that. Um, what else about it? Remember to subscribe, yeah. Show your support. Um, and that's about it. You got anything to say, Suzuki?
Hell no.
That, bro.
Watch no, watch Urasuki.
I don't know what the fuck that
Urasuki.
is. No idea what the fuck that is.
You give a synopsis or what?
No.
fuck this, we got it.
No.
I heard Orisuke was mid, but you know that's just me.
Yo ho!
You didn't. Yeah.